session.
There we go.
Hello, everyone. Good evening, or afternoon, or morning. I don't fucking know where you are. Squish Oshio. Yes, I will.
Are you seriously starting the stream, Seb, with that?
I can't spend any of these channel points on hero points.
Squish someone else. Why is it always me?
Because you have the best reactions.
True.
The
And
rest of us are
also,
just
it's
like,
funny to do
okay,
it
and then
right
you're
when
like,
all of your watchers are still here.
There we go. The Oshio has been squished. There we go. And the villain. Oh yeah, Lightning, you did promise you'd give me a villain point. Thank you for the villain point.
No!
I now have a villain point. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting episode of Amara Angels. You can proceed to woo and cheer now.
Woo!
cheer.
Good. Now, in our last episode, don't stop. In our last episode of Amara Angels, the party found themselves in a bit of a pickle, a mystery that they cannot solve. For now. Possibly. Or maybe ever. But, according to their investigations, people are going missing in the quaint hamlet of Aquali. They came here with an individual by the name of Jeza, who was seeking help. He wanted an escort to meet his sister, but once you arrived, nobody remembers his sister. And it seems like the sister was not the only one who this happened to. It would appear that the people in town are forgetting the missing inhabitants. God, I had to cough, sorry. Wow. The people in town are forgetting inhabitants that have gone missing from time to time. Completely forgetting about them. Not just choosing to do so, just actively forgetting about these inhabitants. The party proceeded with some investigation, found an individual who so he has a peg leg. He's missing some teeth. He is deaf. He is blind in one eye. He is old and he is batshit crazy, but he is the most reliable source that the party have found in this town. After talking with Balder,
he seems trustworthy to me.
He seems yes, he seems very trustworthy. After talking to Balder, the party returned to the inn. However, Jeza disappeared, and two of the party members forgot about him. The other two didn't. The next day, the party went to talk with the local druid, an individual who lives nearby, and who seems to not be aware of the events, but he seems to be aware of the people who have gone missing. He seems he has not forgotten about them. Regardless, the party returned, only to be called by Balder, the crazy old dwarf, once again. And, they discovered that there was another member who was with them when they met Balder, only the whole party forgot about this individual. The party, clearly disturbed, decided to... Wait, no, you used see invisibility before, right? Before you talked to Balder. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The party, clearly disturbed, saw... the see invisibility was used by Gala, who has such a mechanism that allows her to see into the ethereal plane and see invisible creatures as well. And not only did Gala see this elfoid creature just ethereal creature behind Sherry, basically shushing Gala and disappearing. Gala also spotted something. As they make their way back to the tavern, they saw Jezza floating about. Also ethereal and almost translucent. The party followed Jezza as he rounded the corner. And when they got closer, he turned around, looked at the party, noticing, at least looking at Gala, who was looking directly at him. And then he pointed towards the back of the inn, towards the river. And that, unfortunately, was when see invisibility ceased to work. And that's where we're going to return. So, what do? You just saw that, Gala. Only you, because everyone else did not see shit, because they can't see invisible things or things in the ethereal plane.
Damn, sucks for them.
What
Neither
is it?
can
What is
you
it, Gala?
now.
Gala, what is it? Did you find something, girl?
Woof, 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 woof. Anyway, anyway,
Timmy's stuck in the well. No, little Jazza's stuck in a well.
Yes, of course, of course.
Gala's kind of staring, kind of her face is pale, and she's just like, that was Jezza, and he pointed towards the river.
Should we go check out the river then?
Think so.
Okay.
Wait, Jazza was invisible?
No, I think he was like ethereal, not invisible.
Like a ghost?
Maybe a bit like that. But I definitely saw him. And, look, we haven't really checked out the river yet.
Before anything else, Azure and I'm going to say Violet, both of you can roll a religion check.
Oh man, I forgot to get on roll 20.
How fucking dare you? It's okay.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. So unprofessional. And by the time that Azure is taking to roll, I assume he also
Nope,
doesn't roll.
No, I was just waiting for the character sheet to open.
A likely story.
Okay, you might have to roll for me real quick because it's not letting me log on.
Letting you log in? Okay. Let me see. Violet. Oh, you have a -1. That's wonderful.
There we go. Yeah, no, not the religious sort.
Not the religious sort at all.
Apparently, Azure isn't as well.
Well, Azure, there is a possibility that it might have been a ghost by the description. Ghosts do have this ethereal, floaty form, and you also know from stories and such that ghosts can be like invisible and pass through walls. So checks out.
Yeah, it's not at all impossible, but still.
It's not impossible, but quite improbable. Oh, let me just unsquish Oshio.
Violet doesn't say anything,
Thank
but
you.
she's just thinking about how there's this individual that she doesn't remember, and now Gala is claiming that she and only she can see him, even though he's not, even though he's not like invisible or anything. And she just keeps it to herself, but she just kind of, she kind of gives Azure kind of like a look.
Azure lifts her eyebrows.
Right, let's maybe go check out the maybe go check out the river then.
Okay.
Sure, Gala.
Okay, we can do that.
All
Right.
I want to say, let me check something. Okay, so as you're walking towards the river, you start heading along the wall of the tavern. Before you reach the end of the tavern, heading towards the river, around here, more or less, you can see where I'm pinging. Azure, you are just looking around, trying to see if you spot this invisible thing that Gala claims to see. This ghost. Your foot catches on something, and you trip and you fall, face first, onto the grass.
Remembering what the insane man told us, Azure will try to get up as fast as possible, draw her sword, and just attack the spot where she tripped.
Okay. So you all see as Azure suddenly trips, falls on her face, immediately stands up, draws her sword, and swings at the ground.
Azure, what are you doing?
He told us. He told us if we tripped, it's one of them. I tripped. They're here.
How do we know the invincible thing is bad and not? If
I
Jezza
didn't
is
just trip
invisible,
on my own
or
feet.
You all look at where Azure hit the ground. You don't see anything. Like don't see any object, but you do see something that clearly was what she tripped on. You see a hole about the size, I want to say a little bit bigger than a baseball in diameter. You see that hole. Her foot probably caught on that.
I think that might have been the cause of the trip.
Gala, we're chasing a ghost that only you can see, and you're doubting that.
Look.
Kala, can't you just, do your see invisible things again? And I mean,
No,
can't you see that to begin with?
it's
Isn't it
out
still
of,
up?
no, it's out of charge. It just ended.
Oh,
So we're kind
Violet.
of stuck.
Violet,
yes.
as you're having this conversation, you hear something. It's very faint, but you hear it. Almost like multiple voices singing. And for a moment, you kind of look around to where it might be coming from, but then you realize it's coming from the hole.
Do any of you hear that?
Hear what?
Hear what?
I hear singing from
Oh,
the
like I did
hole?
earlier.
Oh yeah, yeah, and it's coming from the hole, I think.
I don't hear anything.
Azure's gonna peek through the hole.
I mean, it's
It's a dark hole. It leads. It it seems pretty deep from what you're doing, from what you're seeing, Azure. Uh, and Violet, that scene after a few seconds, it stops.
All right. I'm gonna pull out Rum and have him slither down the hole, and then start doing the look through his eyes thing.
Okay.
I'm officially quite weirded out.
Okay. So you take out Rum, your snake, and it starts slithering into the hole. It's quite wide for Rum, so that's not really an issue. Do snakes have dark vision? Oh, they have
I
tremor
don't know.
sense, right?
They should.
I think they have tremor sense.
Let me pull it up. I'm using the stats for
Oh, and
poisonous.
lightning's now giving you a hero point.
Blind
Thank you,
sense 10
Lightning.
feet.
Thank you.
Blind sense, 10 feet. Okay.
Yep.
So it's not
I just,
great.
I just saw what Blades posted in the Discord.
I'll look at it afterwards.
This is my hole.
Oh god.
It was made for me.
Okay, but
Anyway, sorry.
by the way, we're 1-1.
Nice.
Party has 1 hero point. I have a villain point. This is getting spicy. But as I was saying, it starts slithering, and this hole does keep going and going, and you start to realize as you go further, the hole is split into various other little passages. And then you start to realize it's starting to get further away from your senses. Sev?
I said all right.
Oh, we didn't hear anything.
Yeah.
Like I said, my connection might be a little wonky today.
Yeah. No, I was just warning you.
Yep.
So, do you recall Rum, or
Yeah.
you? Okay. So you recall Rum, and do you tell the others about what you feel?
Yeah, I couldn't find anything down there. There's just a whole bunch of tunnels. I can only see through Rum's senses for so long. So far out.
There should be a way of entering the tunnels, right? Obviously not here.
I mean, can you get Rum to like explore and then just tell him to come back after a while?
I mean, yeah.
Is that really safe though?
I don't know.
I mean, it's. I mean, we could do it after if the river leads us nowhere, but that is the biggest. Our leads right now are the river and this hole. So.
Oh, we did
I
find this hole while we were pointed towards the river. Is it? Maybe it's one and the same.
Don't know. Maybe just leave Rum by the hole so that we don't like forget where it is, because it is kind of a bit unnoticeable.
Okay.
Or we could like try and mark it somehow, like a rock or.
That's a good idea. I'll tell you what we could do. Gala's going to she kind of just takes out some like little bits of gears and metal and stuff and starts kind of fiddling around and quickly puts together like this a small device which is a so it's Hang on, I'm just deciding what it will do. I'm using my magical tinkering ability, which lets me create a small kind of
Yeah,
device.
Just tell
I
me
think
what
I'll
it does.
yeah. I think I'll just like it will just be like a little kind of rock,
Okay.
which has like little kind of things attached to it, which are projecting a image on its surface, and it's just gonna say hole here.
A hole here. Okay.
Mm.
All right. So you leave that there. What are you doing now?
All right, let's go check out the river first then. Sound good?
Yeah, I think that's good.
All right.
All right.
So start walking. As you can see, the river isn't too far from where you already are. You just go through one of some of the fields, and you immediately reach the river. You do, as you look around, you see there's two uh, two individuals, a dwarf and a Goliath, who are currently sitting on a few rocks and have some fishing poles in their hands. And you see a small boat right at the center of the river with a Goliath. So when I say small boat, it's small boat for the Goliath. Um, it's a normal boat, but it's at the center of the river, seems to have it anchored, and the guy is also fishing there.
I search for clues.
Oh, you search for clues. Okay.
Gala will go towards the individuals fishing.
Okay. What about Azure and Violet?
Azure will look around for any possible way to go down the earth, like an entrance to the tunnels.
Okay.
Viola will accompany Azure just so she doesn't, get spooked away.
Okay. So first of all, I'm gonna say, Gala, you approach the two individuals sitting on rocks as they are fishing. They immediately give you this side eye, like, oh, it's the strangers.
Hi there, I'm Gala.
Howdy ho.
Just wanted to. I was just curious. We're looking for something at the moment. Has there been anything weird happening around the river lately, or is everything just as normal?
Anything weird around the river?
Yeah, just anything that's out of the ordinary.
They look at each other. Oh, around the river, I don't suppose. Nothing comes to mind. Just the river.
That's fair. Gala's gonna quickly just look at the two fishing. Presumably they both have like fishing poles and stuff. Does it appear that these two, like, it's like, okay, are there no, like, is there like an extra pole that's like left or anything that might indicate maybe there was someone else here?
Oh, no, you only see two buckets. One of them that has quite a few fish, the other one that is practically empty.
Oh,
Damn.
One of them is quite good at this.
One of them.
Yes.
Gala will just kind of look out to the guy on the boat.
It's not too far.
Is he fishing as well?
It's not too far. The river isn't that wide. Yeah, they look at the guy. Yeah. Motherfucker has a
Right.
boat, so he tends to use the boat to taunt us. Better position.
Well, maybe you should make a boat as well.
Ah,
Buy one.
great idea. Hey, Jim Bob, you know how to make a boat? No. Right. I don't either. They just stare at you.
Well, you know what I mean. Just acquire a boat through some means. Anyway, thanks for your time. And Gala will turn around and return to the others.
Okay. Meanwhile, I want, the two investigating to investigate.
Time to roll my investigation skill.
Your investigation skill was quite investigatory.
Oh boy, investigation. I just love int rolls. I'm so
Wait,
good at
Violet, aren't you just accompanying Azure, not investigating?
Oh, that's true.
Ah. As far as I
Oh,
know, you were
thank
just
you,
making
Violet.
sure Azure wasn't getting lost. Or spooked. Well, no, the term
I mean, it was
actually
basically just
spooked.
going. I mean, it was basically just going with Azure to do what she was doing, but not like. I just didn't want Azure to go off by herself.
Oh. Okay. I suppose you can
Why
give
not,
Azure
Violet?
advantage.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Could
It's gonna be a 3.
No, I
Yeah.
can't. It actually can't be a 3 because it can't be worse than.
Oh.
Yeah. Nice.
Damn. Okay.
Nice
so
help.
you look around. You don't see any big entrances to a cave. But both you and Sherry, at some point, as you're looking around, you find another hole. Similar dimensions, and seem to go quite deep, like the other one.
Can we mark the holes in the map?
You, this one would be.
Outside. Okay. That's
I mean, do this. Sure, like this.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, can I send Rum down this hole?
Another point for the angels.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Work save. God damn it.
We love you, work.
Don't let his
Best-
head get too big. Come on now.
Best boy.
No, work. You're the best.
Best
Don't
mod.
listen to him.
Best mod. Anyway, you send Rum, and just as last time, you start heading further and further down, and you start meeting other holes. It starts branching off. So, unless you want to explore deeper, that's as far as you go, and it starts branching off.
All right, I think I'll have Rum explore deeper even if I can't watch.
Okay. Rum starts exploring deeper. I'm gonna roll a perception for Rum.
Roll a perception for Rum. Let me.
Roll d20 and add his perception, which I assume is like 0.
Boom.
Haha!
Can I use a hero point?
Yeah, we have 2 of them. Right?
That's up to you.
Oh, that's better.
Much better.
Okay. Can you communicate with Rum? Like, once he is within range, you can communicate telepathically and understand each other, right?
Yes.
Okay. So,
Within 100 feet.
Rum, for a while, he is completely far away from your senses, and everyone notices that Sherry is no longer has that white look in her eyes, like vacant look in her eyes, where her senses are transferred over. She is just normally looking at you, and this would actually be around the time when Gala returns to the group.
Okay.
We're waiting.
Yeah, Gala just kind of looks to the others like, I didn't really find out anything. They seem to be pretty.
We found another hole.
Oh, well, that is something. Did you send Rum down there?
Yep, he's down there right now.
Oh, all right. I guess we'll see if he finds anything down there. Or she. Is Rum here or she?
At this point, you start hearing Rum's voice in your head. Rum doesn't communicate like talking essentially, but you understand it. It's almost like transfers. Rum transfers thoughts directly into your mind, but you understand that as Rum starts to slither out of the hole, that this hole does go quite deep. It branches off a lot, but it seems like most of the branches connect to a main tunnel.
Okay. Does he know what direction the main tunnel is heading towards?
It's difficult within the earth because of the twists and turns.
Hmm.
He can't really tell. He's still just a snake.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
He slithers back around your neck, underneath the scarf. He's
It's
all
warm there.
dirty now. Do you tell the others, or?
Yeah. There's the
Because
tunnels look
remember,
like they
you're
all.
the only one that understands Rum.
I know. The tunnels look like they all sort of go everywhere and then meet up in like a larger main tunnel, but it's confusing enough that that he can't tell exactly what direction it's going in from here.
If there's a main tunnel, do you think maybe there's an entrance somewhere?
There might be.
We could maybe see if there's any caves around.
We can ask around to see if there's caves.
That's probably the best option. I'll go and ask these fishermen again to see if there's any caves kind of in the vicinity of the village. And Gala will return to the fishermen.
Okay. As you return, you actually notice the guy on the boat. He has docked the boat and seems to be in an argument with the other two. They seem to be quarreling over how the boat is scaring away the fish for them.
Gala's gonna leave them too, I think, and just kind of return to the others, and be like, I think I'll ask someone else. We're under orders to not disrupt the townsfolk, and they seem to be a bit upset over there. So we'll just ask someone else about the caves.
You look in the direction. You look back in the direction, and the two Goliaths are like grabbing each other by the collars, like just shouting at each other. They're. You actually notice the one who's shouting the most is the one that hasn't caught any fish. The dwarf who caught a lot of fish is just kind of sitting down and watching the whole thing.
Oh, if one of them isn't really participating, then
No, he's between them,
Oh,
because
okay.
he's sitting down and they're like in front of them, not between them, but like he's sitting down. They're in front of him fighting, but he's not actually participating. He's mostly just watching and enjoying the show.
All right. Gala will have returned to the others, as initially said then.
Okay. All right. Return to the others.
Unless we want to just, I mean, it could be dangerous to let Rum just explore. But yeah, the best, like, if there's a main tunnel, there's probably some way in. It's just a matter of finding out where it is. It can't
Unless
be that
all
far
the
from
little
town.
holes are the only way in, and the other tunnels just we don't. What you
If
could be
that's the
using these
case-
tunnels is just small things, just gathered down
That's-
there.
That's true. If that's the case, then we're kind of out. I don't think that is the case though, because these people are disappearing somewhere. Like their bodies aren't being found, and we know they're not like being dumped in the river or something, because otherwise they'd be fished up. So
I mean, if
They
there is
must
magic,
be-
and if you saw Jazza who was just out and about while invisible, does that necessarily mean they're going into the tunnels?
well, he wasn't invisible. He was probably maybe dead. Seemed like probably a spirit rather than invisibility.
Because they could still maybe use magic to get them, I don't know, to fit them through small holes.
Well, yeah, that's true. But let's explore the options where that's not a possibility first. Because if that is the case, then we can't even do anything, right?
We can dig.
We might get in trouble if we just start digging a big hole in the middle
Yeah,
of town.
we might.
That's
Yeah.
true.
All right. Let's go ask around some other. Maybe see if anyone else knows of a cave. I guess.
Okay.
All right. So you start heading back towards the tavern. As
We
you're...
also might want to keep an eye out for any more holes. They might let us.
That's a good idea.
They might let us figure out what direction the tunnel is going and have a better idea where to look.
All right. Can roll perceptions, all of you.
There we go.
Oh. Give us
Nice.
another 9. Give us another
Come
9.
on.
22.
Damn.
That is so disappointing, RB. Come
Can't
on.
believe you broke the combo like that. Oh, is your
Nine,
nearly
nine,
got a 9?
22. 10. Hut, hut.
Hut, hut. All right. So, as you're heading towards the front of the inn, you actually detect there's 2 other holes. I'm gonna use red for this. You actually detect there's 2 other holes. Azure, you detect the first one. Violet, you actually detect the second one a little further ahead.
Question for DM. So where are we right now in relation
now?
to the inn?
You're about
Yeah,
here. Yeah. You're basically in front of the inn.
Are there any holes? That door that Violet closed in the middle of the night because it was open.
Yeah.
Are any of the holes near that back door?
The back door would have been here. You didn't see any holes around here.
Is that where? Where did we see Jazza, or where did Osio say? Or Gala say they saw?
Where the first hole? Well, basically, you saw Jazza around here.
Okay.
And then you walked a few steps, and Azure tripped here.
Okay. If I was gonna still Then, do you think that there's, I don't know, one hole for every person that's been banished?
And I was thinking more about their location. They're awfully close to the inn. Maybe the way to get in down there is through the inn itself.
Well, we could have a look around the rest of the town. We've only really had a look around the inn so far for the holes.
Yeah, it might be a good idea to look, see what other holes we find before we ask about a cave. So we know that there might be a better idea of where to ask where a cave.
So you're gonna look around the whole town and for more holes.
Yep.
All right.
Mole
Yeah.
inspections.
That's gonna be an investigation from everyone, as you're going around, everyone just investigating.
Ace detective.
Ooh, Sherry.
Carla is not on point.
That's dude.
The
Jeez.
funniest part is that
Ooh.
my natural one
It's
is
so
higher than,
high.
higher than Blades, who rolled a 7. For God's sakes.
Yeah. All right. So, you start finding holes here, and here, and here. Another one here. Now these are about the short investigation you've done. These are about the all the holes you find. There might be more. And these are only counting the holes that look similar to the first one.
I mean, this could just be some.
This
Like-
is definitely a natural.
They might just have a infestation of animal. But it could
Yeah,
be
but like
something.
moles don't really, leave behind. Well, moles do rather. They leave behind, mounds. But these are just like they're holes.
And
like,
it also doesn't
look
explain the
down.
singing. The singing is definitely, that I heard, is
That's
definitely
definitely
natural.
quite
Mhm.
creepy.
The singing was definitely coming from within one of the holes. Well, the one
Right.
you were in front of.
All right. In that case, we need to find out if there's any caves nearby, and I guess one of the best people to ask about that would be me
Go
looking
on,
through my
Osho.
notes for.
Go on,
I can do
Osho.
it.
Give me a name.
It's definitely in my notes. Where is it? Belifra? There it is.
Belifra? Uh-huh.
But Balifra, or however you pronounce it.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, yeah, it took me a while to get that name.
The
How
village head,
peculiar.
yes.
Yeah. Anyway, we could ask her, and while we ask her, she wanted us to give her evidence. Not only do we have evidence in the form of these weird holes, we also have pictures of people that should have, lived in these houses, and we also have now 3 people, because
Mm-hmm.
what's his name?
Noah?
No, the drunk guy.
Brock.
Brock. Yeah,
Brock,
he,
yeah.
he remembered Jezza. Right? Right? He did, right?
Yeah, yeah.
He did remember Jezza, yes.
He did.
Just I doubted myself for a second there. So yeah, we have Brock who remembered Jezza, and we have these holes. We have the pictures of people, and of course, we have the shaman who
The druid.
remembers the
Yeah.
druid who remembers everyone.
Can
Oh.
druids go underground?
Well, he said he can't move from there, so
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that includes an area underground, but I mean, it seems to be like mainly the town itself, because he's a bit further outside. I think that's, it's not really the best place to look. Anyway, yeah, we can go to her with that information. Sound good?
Everyone in agreement?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's good to me.
Okay, so you start heading back to the tavern. As you reach the tavern, you do see there's, as per usual, one or two people there drinking, and Brock. there's always Brock.
Yep.
You get to the cozy. You enter the cozy brewery, and Brock like looks over at you, raises his mug to greet you, and goes
Darla
back to
gives a
drinking.
nod.
Yeah. And Balifra, she is behind the counter. Seems to be writing on something.
Belifra,
Hmm? She like
we've
looks up and then looks down.
we've returned, and we have a question we'd like to ask, as well as some findings we would like to share.
You see her. She, as you're close, she closes the little journal she has, and you see her store it under the counter, not taking her eyes off you.
Right. So I'll start with the things I'd like to share, the evidence we've gathered regarding our claims. First of all, I'd like to ask you, this is relevant to this. Do you remember how many of our group came into town?
How many of your group came into town? It's just the
Mhm.
four of you.
Right. So it was just the four of us.
Yes.
However, we based on our experience last night, at least one of our group members disappeared. Myself and one of our friends who was sleeping in the room upstairs remember a fifth member. But it's not only us who remember this fifth member, this Jezza, because Brock as well also can corroborate that Jezza came in with us.
You see, she glances over towards Brock, and then she looks down at you and says, I'm pretty sure Brock probably thinks there's 8 of you.
I mean, that's fair, but like it's better than just us.
He
coming
did
in
specifically
because
say he wanted where the fifth one of us was, for what
Yeah.
it's worth.
this was not us coercing him into suggesting this.
He brought it up.
It is, however, not only Brock, although
She does go, well, you have a very shaky witness.
yeah, we do have a bit of a more reliable witness, not for Jezza, but for the rest of the townsfolk, as we went to the edge of the town to speak with the druid, and he remembers that there were
You
definitely
spoke
more
with
people in.
Rudik.
Yeah, we spoke with Rudik. He explained that he believed it wasn't anything in the forest that might have been causing this, but he did remember. And where's that picture?
Sherry will pull it
Sherry
out.
did right. This is a picture from one of the homes currently up for sale, and the person in this picture, Rudik, remembers her living in the town. She was the woman with the dog.
The dog.
Yeah.
She see her thinking for a moment. I don't remember such a woman at all.
That's the whole point, really. But there are people who, hopefully you can, who aren't just us, who can corroborate that these people were here. And although obviously Rudik lives a bit on the edge of the town,
Rudek is a
he-
more reliable witness than. And she looks over at Brock, who raises his mug.
precisely. We do have another even less reliable witness, which we can mention if you'd like.
If you say Balder, she just stares at you.
Why don't we move on to the other evidence?
Let's move on to the other evidence then. Yes.
Right. So this isn't so much evidence as it is something highly suspicious, and that is: are you aware that throughout the town there are numerous holes in the ground, which these holes, they're not just potholes. These are holes. These are tunnels, small tunnels, which burrow deep underground and seem to connect to some sort of a larger space underneath the town.
That could just mean we have a mole problem.
It could just mean that, but moles usually leave molehills. These are just holes, like something's drilled them. Which is what leads on to the question we'd like to ask. We haven't been able to investigate these very thoroughly because obviously they're very small. But we do believe they connect to some sort of larger space. And if, and this is only supposing, but if this is where the missing people are being taken, there's possibly a large entrance where they might have been taken through. So, do you know of any cave entrances in the vicinity of Aquilay?
You see, she is looking at you directly. Roll me a persuasion.
Oh!
Oof.
Gala makes a convincing argument.
Uh-huh.
Bringing facts to the table.
Critical talk.
She leans back a little bit, crossing her arms. Your evidence doesn't give me much, but sure, I'll bite. Can't really think about, at least not close to town. There's the hills where you came from to get here, but close to town, there's no real cave entrances. But there's the Wailing Rock.
The Wailing Rock?
Yes, it's a about northeast if you follow the river. It's right by the river. It's a rather large rock formation right next to the river, and there's a few stories about it, mostly that it's a cursed place. And
by any chance, is it called the Wailing Rock because singing can be heard from it sometimes?
Not singing, no, but according to the younger folk, the stories that at night you hear people crying, that usually keeps people away. Nobody wants that creepy kind of thing.
How long has that been allegedly happening?
Oh, that's years. That story is quite old. But there is, as far as I've never been there myself, You see, she like looks around to see if anyone else in the from the village is listening. I'm not the biggest fan of those kinds of stories. Let's just put it that way and keep it at that.
It's understandable.
Yeah.
But from what I've heard, there is a hole next to the rocks.
That is very helpful to know. Thank you. All right. Our plan then is to investigate this wailing rot. I don't know how much help it would be, but I would advise you to be cautious around these holes around town. We're not exactly sure what they are or why they're there, but I'm going to assume you didn't really, were you aware that they were there at all? Because there's a lot of them.
Suppose I rarely leave the tavern, so I don't remember looking for a hole specifically.
That's fair. They're mostly unnoticeable. We would have, if it weren't for us tripping over on it accidentally, wouldn't even notice them. But when we went looking for them, they're all over the place. Which is, that kind of thing's
I'll talk to
not
Delray
usual.
about it. I'll talk to Delray about it. See if we can cover up those holes.
Yeah, it may just be some kind of animal or natural formation, but
No, even if it is.
obviously
With the amount of holes that are there, if it were some animal, you would have known about it.
yeah,
They're
like,
everywhere.
They don't look like mole holes, and I don't know what other kind of animal might cause that.
Well, either way, I'll talk to Delray and
right.
and see. You be careful as well. There's some.
How far away is the Wailing Rot?
Should only be about 30 minutes on foot.
All right.
But there's careful. There's stories that it's not just the crying that spooks people away. Some people say things move without any rhyme or reason. As far as I know, nobody's been
We'll keep
there
that in mind.
in a while.
Thank you.
Go on then. She waits for you to back up, and you see that she like leans down and picks up the journal again to write something down.
Gala will step back and look to the others and kind of head out the tavern.
Okay, so you exit the tavern.
About what time is it?
It would be middle of the afternoon.
All right. I think we probably. I'm missing a bit of charge. I'm missing a bit of juice because of the. When I went looking for the invisible things, but I think it's riskier if we waited for it to recharge overnight, because who knows if one of us gets taken.
Yeah.
So I think maybe we might want to go and investigate this right away.
It's up to you.
Yeah, I think we should go. I've not spent it in the stuff I can do. That might be help us.
No.
Unless we wanna, if we all stayed together in the room. I know that Bellyfrut said only 2 to a room, but she might be more accommodating knowing the situation. Only because do we want to make sure? Do we want me to be able to see invisible things when we go to this rock, or do we think that actually there's nothing invisible?
I think it's best if we go with your ability.
In that case, we'll have to wait until tomorrow.
I think that might be best. I really don't think it's a good idea to stay in the the inn again, especially since apparently we lost one of us last time
Precisely.
we stayed. We
Then-
really need to spend on the outside of town.
Then what should we? We could, yeah, we could go outside of town and camp out, I guess. We could.
Or we could head over towards the place and. What time is it? Day?
Middle of the afternoon.
We could go out there and maybe try and do some preliminary investigation, maybe, or kind of check things out and camp out nearby and.
Yeah, we can go and case the joint.
Hey.
That's a good girl. She doesn't know what that terminology means. It's like, yeah, I'd like that. I have no idea what sharing means.
Sorry, my brain shut off what was just suggested.
Go check out
Just
the place.
Casing the joint and then staying the night nearby.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know if it's a good idea to stay the night nearby the rock. Like, that seems dangerous. We could go check it out now, but
Yeah, I mean, we could get some distance from it.
that probably
On
is-
the other hand, it could also be if we're nearby, if we see anyone coming in or out, then by keeping watch,
Yeah.
that could be helpful.
I suppose we just might be making ourselves targets. You know?
I mean, I think we're going around town asking about things, and
One of us has already been
Investigating this.
disappeared, so we're already.
two of us really.
That's
Yeah.
right,
But
too.
apparently-
Sorry, I forgot.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think, if there's a target on us, it's already here. It's just a question of, if we, I don't know. We can at least maybe see once we kind of check it out. Maybe we'll get an idea of what
Yeah.
the best to do.
Well, I was gonna say, we could possibly ask if, I mean, he wouldn't, I doubt he'd let us, like, stay with him, but we could ask, Rudik, the druid, if we can, like, camp out near to his hut, since, he seems to
that
have,
might be nice.
he seems to have been, he's not been affected so far. And he has his land that he, looks after. So that might be, we might be more protected there than any other place.
I do want to point out, Rudik's place is in the opposite side of where the Wailing Rock is. But Rudik's place is just like 10, 15 minutes walk from town. Yeah, about 15 minutes walk from town. The Wailing Rock is about 30 minutes walk from town in the opposite direction.
The
If we
distance-
decide we don't want to stay anywhere close to the thing, then
Yeah. It's still midday. We'll have time to walk back over towards Rudik's.
if we decide we want to do that, yeah.
Right, are we going to go and check out now, but not, go super far then? We won't go into the hole, just check out the outside of it.
Maybe
No
send
problem.
Rem
We're
scout.
going into the hole. Just around the hole. Just rimming the hole.
Mhm.
Unless it happens to be like 4 holes that all look exactly like us, in which case we should definitely go and check it out.
Yes.
Totally. Okay, so. Oh, gift to my favorite Gremlin DM streamer. Thank you, Colt. I now have 2 villain
Colt,
points.
no, haven't
Let's
you
go to
learned
the
your
Wailing Rock.
lesson?
Let's go to the.
Let's go to the Wailing Rock.
Oh.
So, the party begins to move, following the river. As you're heading in the direction, well, you're basically following the river, so it's not that difficult. It takes about 20-something minutes before you start seeing in the distance. There's indeed these boulders next to the river. 2 of them seem to be almost on top of each other, and then one that seems to be more on the river itself. You see it from a distance now. Do you wish to get closer, or are you not getting too close? What is like too close for you? What do you want?
Are we going closer or
I can go closer. Let's go.
all right?
All right. So
I
start-
can't investigate it without getting closer.
this is true.
Jojo walk.
Ah, yes, yes. For the down up view. So you start Jojo walking towards the stone. Your passive perceptions, I believe. Well, anyone with a passive perception above a 13 or above, will actually, as you get closer, you hear. Indeed, you start hearing this very, very faint crying. Coming from the directions of the rocks.
Yeah, this doesn't sound like the sing.
That's concerning. Should we check that out right now? Or do we want to wait? Did I just
Here we
hear
go now.
crying in the
It's
background
really
of the
disturbing.
music?
Both of you started talking at the same time. What? Oh,
You go
sure.
first. I was just making that. I was just saying, do I hear crying in the actual music?
Oh, I don't think this music actually has crying. Maybe. It
Might have
might.
just been me.
It might. Well, what was
Might have
that?
been, it might have been a crow. Anyway, continue.
Azure?
I think we should. I think we should investigate it now. It's really disturbing.
Oh, all right.
All right.
Just be careful.
It's okay.
So you start moving closer. Whoever wishes to be investigating for clues may roll an investigation.
More nines.
Damn.
Oh no!
Do
Oh
your.
my god.
I'm all investigated out today.
Wow.
Oh, great.
Yes, wow.
Also, good to know that everyone is investigating
Yeah.
instead of keeping watch and doing other stuff. That's great to know, actually.
Oh
Oh,
no.
I definitely did not think about that.
Yeah, I know. But, well, you start investigating. And as you're close to the rocks, most of you aren't seeing anything in particular. Azure, you do notice something. It's faint, but there seems to be almost like a trail of like earth that was pushed aside a little bit, leading towards where the rocks. There's a space between the rocks. There's a trail there. But at the same time, as that happens, you look towards the rock just in time to see a large rock, not huge, but about, I don't know, the size of what's a good size? The size of a mug, let's just say. It's heavy. It's quite heavy. Flying right towards your head, Azure. What is your AC without the shield?
16.
Okay. Suddenly, this rock just hits you square in the head, dealing 8 points of damage as blood splatters from your forehead as this rock just falls on the ground after hitting your head. And another rock heading towards Sherry also hits This one dealing 4 damage as Sherry like tries to avoid it at the last second.
Ow!
Doesn't get a full hit. And you start hearing that the crying gets louder now that you're much closer to the rocks.
Can I sure see where through the rock or where it came from?
Can't see. You don't see anyone. You do see from the direction as you're rubbing your head after getting hit that it came from the rocks, the Wailing Rock.
I'm gonna sneak up closer to the rock.
Okay, so you start moving closer to the rock.
Azure will do so, but only after drawing a shield.
Okay, so she puts on her shield. What about the rest of you? Are you also moving closer, or are you staying back?
You, what? Something just threw rocks at you, and we didn't see what it was. Maybe we should go back so I can get my seeing invisible things, so that we can see what's going on, because there might be something here.
Azure ignores Gal and continues going forward.
This seems quite dangerous. Gal's
Yeah.
gonna try to keep watch.
Yeah, it's dangerous for whoever threw me that fucking rock.
Violet, what are you doing?
That's gonna kind of keep after everyone, not to split the party, but kind of stay towards the back.
Okay, all right. Shit.
She's gonna be specifically watching out to see if she can see for any more rocks being thrown.
Okay. Sherry, as you reach the bushes between the rocks, you actually look and you do see a hole nearby.
One of the holes?
No, a big hole.
A big hole.
A big hole. Actually, I'll put you on
The map.
the map that I made with my new program. Yay!
Wow.
It's more drawn style, but I like it. It's more simplistic, but I like it.
Water's clipping into that rock.
Yeah, the rock is
Just
partially
underwater.
under the water. But
I get that that's what you're going for, but it looks like the water is clipping into it.
yes, but that's what I was going for. Listen, it's whatever. It was like the first map I made with that program. I'm still learning.
Also,
Yes.
smiley face.
Smiley face.
Yes.
Rocks in the eyes, and it's a big smile.
Oh wow! Look at you, so happy.
Oh, look
Oh
at
my
the
God,
creature throwing rocks at us. It's so happy. Who's a good rock creature?
I hate it here. Anyway, Sherry, as you step there and you stop, the crying suddenly turns into this loud wailing as the rocks begin to tremble, the smaller rocks. And I want all of you to roll for initiative.
Oh no!
It's been a while.
Oh no, I didn't see that coming at all. Wow.
Combat? Oh, I clicked it with the wrong tool.
You clicked it with the wrong tool.
Oh,
I still had the arrow tool for drawing the smiley face.
I also want to point out that I now have 3 villain points because IT is amazing.
Stop! Oh my god, please.
So we
please,
finally
we're gonna-
have combat for the first time in like 8 sessions, and this is the episode everyone gives and the villain point.
IT no
Seems about
problems
right.
here. IT no issues here.
You did say that it was going to be a fun session, and I said time to prep the TPK emotes.
That's because you're just negative in general.
To be fair, we
I'm
do say we're going to TPK every
watching
single session.
you.
All right. Actually, they gets advantage. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Much better.
Oh no.
Azure, you see the rocks beginning to float up, beginning to shift, and you start to realize something's very wrong here as that wailing begins to reverberate. You hear multiple wailing voices, crying from different sources. What do you do, Azure? Azure?
I'm thinking about my action.
Oh, you're thinking, are you?
Because I
How
have new
dare you think?
spells. I have new spells, okay?
Oh, you have new spells. Well, good for you.
Actually, it's not that really good. Azure is going to cast Shield of Faith as a bonus action.
Okay, so this golden shield begins to form, of light begins to form around your shield that seems to increase its size with just holy energy.
She's going to draw her sword and take the dodge action.
Okay, all right, cool. So, it's whatever is fighting you's turn. Sherry. Would you kindly do a strength check? Just pure strength check.
Just pure strength check. Just hit this
Yes.
strength button.
We do have a hero point if you wanna.
Should I use it?
Are you going to use it? That's up to you.
That's up to the party. Should I use it?
Hang on, what did you roll? 2?
A
use that.
2?
I think that might be underneath the DC, just by a little bit.
Alright,
I think you might be okay to use it because you have a very high chance of rolling better.
I
you
rolled
go.
better.
That is
The
a
DC
13.
was 14.
Okay, no. Now I actually have to roll. And I'm gonna use one of my villain points to
Oh,
give me
no.
advantage. Oh yeah. Sherry, you suddenly feel your body begin to lift up, and you all see as Sherry begins to float a couple of inches off the ground, as if some force is gripping her over her, and suddenly she is flung straight into this rock, hitting it full force. And she takes from the impact. Ooh. 8 points of damage from just being thrown against the rock.
Ow, 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 ow.
And then you feel again, this same force begins to try to take over you. Roll another strength.
Oh no.
As you try to grab onto the rock.
13 again.
Not enough. You try to grab onto the rock as your body is being pulled again to the other side. Bam! And you hit the rock again, taking 7 points of damage
Ow, 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 ow,
as
ow.
you are just thrown against the other rock. And then another rock, one of the smaller rocks, begins to float up and shoots towards Azure, who is currently dodging. So it's going to have disadvantage, and that's a miss. It hits the Shield of Faith. And
She has 20 AC now, by the way.
Yep.
Wait, no. Yeah, 20.
I rolled a
20 AC,
2,
yeah.
so Sherry, it's your turn. You just got flung
Am
around.
I force grappled or am I free
No,
to
no, no,
move.
no. The force grapple, it's basically to throw you. Once you're in the air, it's just Jesus take the wheel.
Okay. All right. Yeah,
You hear the
maybe,
screams again.
maybe we should leave. Dodge action, bonus action dash.
Okay.
Whoop. I'm running away.
Okay.
Ugh.
Gala, it is your turn.
I agree with Sherry. Let's come back when we can see whatever's here. And Gala's gonna dodge action and
Okay.
back off.
Question: Are
alongside
you all
Sherry.
are you all just retreating?
I think so, yeah. And assuming as you're in Violet also.
Because if that's the plan, we can go with that. Violet.
Yeah, let's just get,
Azure?
we're getting out of here.
Okay, Azure, are you also retreating?
Yeah.
Okay, so you start to retreat and you start to run away. I will roll.
Specifically, actually, hold on. Well, specifically, what I was going to do, Violet was going to run up to Azure, touch her, and cast invisibility on the both of them.
Okay.
Let's get out of here, Azure.
And you're both invisible. Rocks start flying as the loud screeching begins to turn into sobs again, and you exit the area.
Hmm.
All right. So there's definitely something there.
I saw a hole. It might be protecting it.
Possibly. This is definitely our best lead yet.
Should I
But we
try to
can't.
send Rum to investigate it? See if he can sneak past the rocks without them noticing?
You could, but it's. I mean, it's dangerous. Whatever that thing is clearly quite aggressive.
Yeah,
So
but if Rum gets killed, I can just bring him back easily. He's magic. I don't want him to get hurt. It'd be harder
well, I
for
mean,
us.
if you want, I mean, if you're going to do that, then you might as well have him go down the holes.
Doesn't
In
that
town.
cost time and like money or stuff like that? You have to do that before.
Yeah, it does, but it's one of the few leads we have.
Maybe send Rum down the holes in town. I think.
Just send him down all the holes and see if he can see anything.
Just kind of see if he can get a feel for what's down there.
Okay. We can do that first, yeah.
Right.
Are you gonna take the half-hour walk back to town?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. While Sherry is bruised, quite bruised, you make your way back into town, and well, you see the townspeople going about their lives. What do you do?
Gala will kind of look to the others and suggest making a stop at the tavern to see Belifra again. Maybe tell her that we're not going to be staying at the inn tonight, and maybe inform her that there actually definitely is a dangerous thing at the rock. Sound good?
Okay.
All right then.
All right.
And Gala will enter the tavern and head up to Belifra again.
Belifra looks at you. Is everyone going to the tavern, or is it just Gala?
We're sticking together.
Yeah, I was gonna say at this
Okay.
point, I think sticking together is.
Then she looks towards Sherry, and and Azure, who has a bloody gash on her head, and she's like, "What the hell happened to you?"
It turns out that the wailing rock doesn't just wail like a cry. It also wails like hurting you.
I did
Yeah,
warn you that the place was cursed. Did I not
you
warn you that
did.
the place was cursed?
Well, we went to check there to confirm, and there was definitely something there that throws rocks around.
It picked me up and threw me around.
Well, now you know
without
not to go
touching
there.
me.
Now you know how not to go into creepy places that throws people around. You see, she like takes a
But
deep breath.
it might be protecting whatever's causing people to disappear.
Yeah, look, listen. Look, I've this device that lets me see invisible things.
Uh-huh.
So, what our plan is, I need to let it recharge because I've already used it today. We're going to go there tomorrow and see what's actually there, because obviously there's something there, we just can't see it.
All right.
So we're going to go there tomorrow. For tonight, we've decided we're not going to stay at the tavern because we think it might be safest for us to stay outside of the town, because the disappearances seem to be happening within the town, and we don't want to disappear. So
Well, everyone's staying here, and they're fine. But I suppose you're right.
just wanted to let you know.
Well, if you're camping outside of town, just be sure to not camp in anyone's property
Of course.
without permission. You can ask and do whatever you want. All right then.
All right.
On your way then.
We'll see you tomorrow, hopefully.
She gives a nod.
And God will leave, and we'll begin to make our way to
Okay.
I
As you're
guess over
leaving,
to
as you're leaving, you do notice, Balifra has a bowl in her hand, and she walks over to the corner of the kitchen and puts it down, and you do see a dog that is eating eating from the bowl.
I did suggest maybe seeing if the druid could talk to the dog.
Mm-hmm. That's a good idea.
Oh, do we want to do that?
Yes.
Could ask. We're going that direction anyway, right? You want to ask that then?
That's up to you. You gotta ask Balifra because it's her dog.
Well, yeah, as in Gala's asking if anyone else wants to approach and ask Beliefer, because I always do the talking.
Azure will approach Believer.
I just want to give other people a chance to interact with the
Yeah.
NPCs.
Hey.
Hey.
So, we want to take your dog so the druids can talk to him.
You're not taking my
Because
dog.
the dog might.
Gala's just like,
Just for like.
oh my.
You're not taking my
As
Just
dog.
for.
As your
It's
cat.
Gala. It's just for like 1 hour tops.
Yeah.
The druid is next to the
Yeah.
village.
No, you're not taking my dog.
Come on, man. I love dogs. I'll never hurt a dog.
You're not taking my dog.
You can come with.
I'm not going with.
Why?
I have work to do.
Yeah, you just for 3 minutes. 30 minutes, no more.
Okay, how about this?
Hmm.
I'm going to tell you you're not taking my dog. You're going to say, yes, ma'am. You're going to turn around, and then you're going to leave.
Could we bring the druid here if he'll come?
If he'll
He said he
come-
wouldn't leave. Can I just explain why?
I understand. And it was worth a try.
Sorry, Believer. Can I just explain why Azure asked that? She was hoping that she was hoping that oh my god, I've forgotten his name. She was hoping that the druid would perhaps be able to talk to the dog.
My dog's
And-
not going anywhere.
All right, that's fine.
He just stares at you, especially Azure.
See you tomorrow then. And Gala's gonna hurry out
Yeah, okay.
very awkwardly.
Yeah, you all make it out. Without a dog. So we'll point that out. Do you then head to Rurik's?
Yeah.
All right. So it takes, like I said, around 15 minutes to get there. Once you get there, you see the earth-made home with the vegetation, and you do see right in front of it, with a small campfire. There he is, the druid that you met the day before. Currently in the process of making. You get the sense that he's making arrows of some sort.
Good evening, Rudik.
Hello.
We first of all, I just wanted to ask about something. We went to check out the Wailing Rock earlier today. I don't know if you know much about that.
I have heard of such a place. People have spoken to me about it, but I have not been there.
You did say you don't really leave this area.
No.
But yeah, I was just wondering if you had any potential insight on it. We went there earlier today, and there's you can hear there's something that's crying and screaming there, but you can't see anything. And when you get close, it starts throwing rocks around, and will start throwing you around as well.
Then I suspect it might be a cursed place, or the spirits of the dead who are angry.
That is what we potentially feared. Thank you for your insight.
I am
the
no
sec-
priest, unfortunately. I am a druid.
Of course, just asking because it's in the vicinity, just in case you knew anything. Secondly, we were wondering, would you be opposed? It doesn't have to be particularly close, but we were hoping to set up a camp of our own just for tonight, somewhere in the vicinity of your abode, only because these disappearances happening in town, they seem to be happening in the town, and you haven't disappeared, and we want to make sure that tonight we don't disappear. It would only be for tonight, because tomorrow we'll be checking out the Wailing Rock again.
That is fine, as long as you respect the grass where you lay your head.
Of course.
I will allow you to stay here.
That is highly generous of you. We very much appreciate it.
He just gives you a nod. And goes back to work. He is just doing his own thing.
Can you
Alright,
talk
Gallo.
to animals? You're like a nature magic guy, right?
I am a druid. I do possess spells that allow me to speak with animals, yes.
Oh, he said it. He said it. He's telling me
Well,
this.
Roll credits.
The old lady that you remember had a dog, and
Indeed.
the village head lady who runs the tavern is taking care of that dog.
Oh, good.
The dog might have seen what happened, and whatever's wiping memories might not have wiped memories of a dog. So maybe we can ask the dog what it's up. if
you
it saw
bring the
anything.
dog here, then
She won't let us bring the dog.
well, that is a conundrum, is that not?
Yeah.
Just goes back to working on the arrows. Holy shit, Galaxy Fest! Thank you for the biddies!
Oh, heck yeah.
hell yeah! Thank you so much. But yes, so
All right, let's make camp then.
make camp, you shall. All right, so let's just say he doesn't stop you from making camp close to his home, if that is what you wish. After a while of working by the fire, he does turn to you. You may use the fire if you wish. I will retire to my abode.
Thank you very much.
He just nods. Be sure to put it out when you no longer need it.
Of course.
Only we can prevent forest fires.
Only you can prevent forest fires. I can do that too. I am a druid. I have
This guy
that power.
says this all the time, just like I am Groot, just I am a druid.
Maybe. And he leaves.
Thinking over to that other game where I'm playing a wildfire druid. Only I can cause forest fire.
Oh, damn! Colt is giving you a hero point.
Yes!
What?
We've
Oh
we've
my
earned
gosh,
enough hero
Cole.
points to match the amount of villain points you've been given.
Thank you.
Cult redemption arc?
Colt Redemption arc. I don't know. I wouldn't put much stock in it. It's Colt, after all.
Yes.
It is Colt.
It might be a setup.
But, well, you make camp. Are you doing watches? What are you doing?
Definitely watches.
Okay.
Definitely
I
watch
think we might be doing watches.
Okay. What's the order of the watches? Just so I know.
Sure's the only one that
Go-
can't see in the darkness, right?
Who?
Sherry is the only one that can't see in the
Sherry,
dark.
Sherry
Probably
first,
Sherry
then?
first.
Yeah, and then I
Yeah.
can put out the fire.
I'll go second.
Azure will go third.
That will bring up the rear.
All right. Roll me a perception because you're keeping watches. Oh God. There we go. 15, 18.
I don't know why that was at advantage.
No, it's I don't want your rolls. Shut up. Screw you.
I guess I'll just leave.
Yeah. Okay, so 15, 18, 15, and 16. Those are actually pretty good rolls. It shows that
15,
you're
18, 15.
it shows that you're all very paranoid and
Paranoid.
scared. Yes. Wow. Okay. So you keep watch, and
Violet barely sleeps.
and I will say this: nothing really disturbs you. The only thing that stands out is during the first watch, you notice not from the direction of town, but you hear some humming from the druid's little hut, and you see some smoke coming from the chimney that he has. It's kind of purplish smoke. But that's the only thing that really stands out of the evening, because the rest of the evening is actually pretty peaceful.
Do all of us hear that?
No,
Or
just
is
the
it
first
just-
watch. Just during the first watch.
Okay.
During the first watch, do you try to approach the hut to see what's going on?
Okay, I'll sneak up.
Okay, roll a stealth.
Yes.
Yes, yes,
Man,
definitely.
this looks like this is looking like a desk perception roll. Callahan.
You sneak up to. There's no like glass windows, but there's some foliage covering one of the windows, and you pull it back. This druid is smoking the fattest
Blunt?
blunt, yes, the fattest blunt you've ever seen.
No, he got that pipe weed.
You got that pipe weed and other types of weed. L- Lots of different types of weed, and he takes a hit, does a little chanting as if he's singing something, like meditating. Takes a hit again. He is doing some druidic rituals. All right.
I'll sneak back.
Just druid things.
Hashtag just druid things.
Yeah,
Got that good druid kush.
you have to.
Dude, maybe we should become druids as well.
I already played the archetypical high druid, and it was amazing.
All right, but that's about it. The rest of the evening goes well, goes peacefully. Nothing happens, and all three of you wake up in the morning.
No. No.
What?
Nice.
What do you mean
Based.
no?
I mean, no.
You said 3. Yeah.
All right, head count.
Of course 3, because one of you is during watch. So.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
I
I thought you were making a
Sly.
joke about how undead Violet over there doesn't actually sleep.
Could have also
Wait,
been.
hold on a second. Who's claiming that Violet doesn't sleep? What is this slander?
Lies and slander. But yes, you all wake up in the morning. And you actually notice the druid is not there. Sometime during the early morning, he left his little hut and went towards the opposite direction of town. He went towards the forest.
Violet is going to look at her arm and count and look to see what names are written down.
Okay. The names of all 4 of you. Jezza, Balder, and Nona.
Okay, so no new names from what she remembered yesterday
No
looking at
new
it.
names from what she remembers? No.
Okay. It looks like according to what we wrote down, that we're all here.
I don't think any of us have disappeared overnight. All right.
Yes, that's
Well, if we did, we wouldn't remember.
well, that's what I'm saying.
well, that's what
The names we
things on the
wrote
arms are
down,
for, yeah.
there's no one
Yeah,
missing.
All right. Let's go and I guess there's no reason to waste time, right? I've got my abilities prepared.
So, Gala, do you, even if you can see what may be invisible, and it could be something that's not even invisible, what are the rest of us to do?
Well, I can tell you where it is. That's about
That's
it,
true.
I suppose. Like I can hit it with attacks. I can I mean I could. Let me just let me see if there's any. Well, I could if the DM would allow it, because I can change my spells on a long rest. Can I change our spell since we just finished a long
You
rest?
just finished a long rest, so of
Right.
course.
Just making sure. Guy will be like,
You haven't left, so you're still in camp, so you can totally do that.
I was thinking overnight about something that I could kind of put together, which would it would potentially allow us to other people. It would turn invisible things no longer invisible. If it works, it doesn't always work, but it works 50% of the time. It works 100% of the time. So that if I can see,
100%.
yeah, if I can see them anyway, then I can use this. It's like an area effect thing. It's like a kind of it's this special kind of dust ground from don't worry about it. Yeah, if I can see where they are anyway, then I can use this wherever this particular thing is so then everyone else can see it as well. How does that sound?
That would
Sounds very familiar to one of you.
that would work out really well. Yeah.
All right. Let me finish putting that together then. As Gala, there's a bit of tinkering in the morning.
Yeah. All right, so you finish tinkering.
I like to imagine that as part of Gala's like armor, like there's just like a welding mask that can come down from like a helmet. It just goes and just
Yeah, it's literally
torches
just her helmet. All right, so you set that up,
Mm-hmm.
and well, are you gonna
Alright.
head towards the wailing rock, wailing stone,
I've-
wailing rock, whatever I called it.
I think we're good.
Do we? One thing.
Yeah.
Is it worth at all to check to see if there's anyone who people don't remember in town, like to stop by real quick? Like
I mean, I
if
don't
someone
think
like
so.
Brock or the sheriff or anyone like disappeared.
It's not going to change anything, really, is it? Just be wasting time. And, I mean,
I guess.
the sooner we go, the sooner, the less. It's been a while for a lot of these people, but the more chance we have of saving people like Jezza and Nona, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so you're not stopping in town. It's just going right through the street without stopping anywhere. That's it, right?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so question. When do you activate the invisibility? Because it does last 1 hour, so I just want to know where do you wish to activate it?
It does last
probably,
an hour. It's only a half-hour walk, so we could activate it town.
Probably not in town. Gull will probably wait until they're like just like a minute or two away.
We probably want to maximize our time because even if we like defeat this invisible thing, we probably want to still see like
we don't have
any other invisible things.
Okay, so
yeah, Gala will just wait until they're
okay. You get closer and
relatively
closer to this rock, and you bring down the visor, right? The special mechanism that allows you to see the invisible things. Immediately, the first thing you're hit is the wonderful colors of everything that is floating about in the ethereal plane, and the 3 octopi on Azure's head.
Oh God, there's 3 of them now.
There's
They're
3 of them now.
Slowly, but they're multiplying.
Slowly, yes, but they're multiplying. This new one is a wonderful shade of red with blue polka dots. They all seem to be enjoying Azure's face.
I really wish I could. I have to see if I can develop a version of this that lets other people use it as well, because this is quite trippy, quite interesting. It's fascinating, really. Anyway, let's waste no time. Let's
All right.
everyone get ready. Anything you need to get ready, and we'll
You start to look around, and I assume you focus your attention on the rock, right? And as you look at the rock, what the hell?
A raid!
Take us, Cthulhu raid! Oh,
Cthulhu, take us!
ah, you have no idea. You have no idea. Thank you so much, Kat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. If you don't know Kat or Shime, Kat or Sime, there's several ways of saying her name, and she adores every single one of them.
Hydrate.
Thank you for the hydrate. Yes, she adores every single way of saying them, and she is amazing and adorable, and I love her to death. And also, she is the best MILF. That is all. That is all I will say about that. Did we just get a free
That must have been
Oshio
your imagination.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That
But-
was just the Wailing Rock.
That was just a wailing rock. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
But as I was saying, thank you so much for the raid. Really, really appreciate it. Settle in and enjoy as they are about to face something.
Also, you can totally do this.
What? Ah,
Go for
yes.
it.
Let's squish Oshio.
No.
And
No.
squish. There we go. Thank you for squish for the Oshio squish.
You're welcome.
As you get closer, Gala, you start looking towards the Wailing Rock, and you start to notice figures there. Almost translucent figures. You also see a hero point heading straight for your face from
Whoa.
Kaki. Yes.
Thank you,
amazing.
Geki.
Mm-hmm. You look upon the rock, and you see 3 ethereal elfoid figures. Tall, but 2 of them are hunched over. Actually, they're more like cradling their knees. One of them, you get the sense from that distance. Actually, from that distance, it's actually difficult to see any details. Roll me a perception.
Okay.
Do you want to re-roll that? Or are you keeping that roll?
I
It's up to you.
I think I'll keep that.
What the hell is up with these rates today?
Yeah, we just got raided again. Oh my god.
Oh my god, thank you so much
Nice.
for the raid. Rollers of
Oh,
fate.
Osio, you did get a hero point, by the way, from. Did we mention that?
I did. I'm kind of just thinking, would I prefer to see better or would I prefer to not die in the upcoming combat?
Very fair.
I just want to say thank you so much for the raid. Rollers of fate. Thank you so. You were playing D&D, of course. Amazing. D&D, raiding D&D. That's what I love to see. Thank you so much for joining us. We are in the middle of a difficult situation. The party.
A spooky encounter.
Spooky encounter. Yes. Actually, I'll just put you on the map. You're all over here. There we go. Spooky encounter. Well, they're looking at a rock right now. So, are you re-rolling or not?
No.
No. Okay. So, you do see there's 3 figures. They do appear to be crying, thus the origin of the sound that you hear. One of them is floating up in the middle between the rocks, above the bushes, a little bit back. The other ones are on either side of that opening, sitting on the rocks, cradling their knees, crying.
Gala will convey this to the others. There's 3 of them. It's like the thing that I saw earlier yesterday by Sherry, except they're bigger and they're
about
they're
the same
crying.
size as Jezza was.
They're about as big as Jezza.
Do you think they're worth trying to reason with, or do we just try to get the drop on them?
I mean, they just went and attacked us before. I mean, we can go forward and see. Oh, I can see how they react. We could hear them before. I don't know. We could try. Who feels most confident talking to? I mean, I can tell you. I guess maybe I can see them, so I could maybe. I don't know. I guess we can try calling out to them first, right?
They might be what picked me up in the army.
Yeah, that's
Be
probably
careful.
that's quite likely. Again, they were quite aggressive before.
If I remember correctly, I got picked up and thrown, and then thrown again, and then I think a rock hit at Jurgen, and or almost hit, got stopped by magic.
Um,
You saw 3 of them. That was 3 things that happened.
if
The numbers match up.
if they are some kind of spirit, then maybe, I mean, Azure, you kind of deal with stuff like that, right? Would you be
Not
the best?
really.
I mean, I've kind of dealt with spirits before. I mean, I could
Yeah,
try.
that's more valid still.
I mean, I could
Um,
try.
Roll a religion, both of you, Violet and Azure. Violet, because she does have experience with spirits, and Azure because religious teachings. Okay. Are you re-rolling that, Violet?
Nope.
Okay. Azure. You actually, now that you hear the description from Gala, you actually, something pops into your mind. You start thinking ghosts, invisible, erratic behavior. This feels like a poltergeist. Poltergeists are ghosts, as far as you know, that are dead, but they're not aware of how they died, and they're just stuck wherever they, in the area where they died. And they tend to be constantly angry and sad. Their emotions are rather explosive and dangerous because they're just confused and scared and angry because they just don't know how they died. They have no idea. They are invisible, and they are known for throwing things around. They're usually, as far as you've read, they're usually not deadly unless someone just doesn't leave the area. If people leave them alone, they will not pursue people, but they can be quite dangerous if provoked.
Azure will tell that to the party,
Okay.
and then so if they are peaceful, so to speak, they must have been provoked somehow.
Well, I think they don't like people getting near to them, is what you said.
Yeah, it seems
They
like
don't
they
leave
chase
them.
people off because maybe they're not necessarily like,
Yeah.
I don't know, protecting, or like not, maybe they're not necessarily like evil or something like that. But it seems like they're definitely like just
They just
don't
kind of
like
lash
people
out at
coming
whoever's
close.
nearby.
Mm-hmm.
So, Massive, can
Hello, hi, Massive.
you could, hello, Massive. Can you just like ping on the
Sakura,
map
the
where the
beautiful.
Sakura, the beautiful.
The beautiful.
Can you just ping on the map where the 3 poltergeists I see are?
Okay, so Sasuke is pretty cool.
Mm,
Sakura, the beautiful.
okay.
Naruto is on the way.
Okay. They're pretty close to the hold. I was thinking maybe we could try and approach from the other side. We could try and like sneak into the hole. You know?
And that could work. We could go to the other side, and I can maybe rum in, scout.
Yeah.
If they're on this side, they might not notice snakes.
Yeah. Two of them are on the rocks over on here. One of them's a bit closer to the hole. We can at least, if we go around the other side, we can hide behind the rock, right?
Do we know if they can? I'm assuming they can maybe see other invisible things if they're ghosts, or
Well, being a ghost is like different from being invisible. Like they're not.
that's
Kind
true.
of. They're invisible, but they're also not kind of.
Well, you know
physical,
from
I think.
experience, Violet, that ghosts tend to be more of the sensing life rather than A lot of them do sense life rather than see
Eyesight.
invisible things. Yeah, it depends. It changes. There's various types of ghosts, but that might be the case.
And so, I mean, a lot of times ghosts they just kind of like sense when you're there based on the life. It's not so much whether they see you or something. So, unless we had like a distraction, I'm not sure.
Well,
We
I mean,
necessarily
either way,
goes-
they're not going to pursue, right? So unless there's like more of them in the hole, we could just kind of try and get into the hole before they really do anything.
Yeah, that could work.
All right, let's go around then and
All right.
work from there.
So you start moving around the area.
Hmm.
You can take your tokens. God damn it. Okay. So you're giving them space not to be too close. All right. So as you start getting closer, are you like trying to sneak your way into the hole?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna need some stealth rolls then.
All right, Gala will remove her armor. It folds back.
Another 15.
Oh, okay, that was
It's still a 1 though.
yeah, doesn't really matter that was accidentally a disadvantage.
Oh, well,
But you could use a hero point since you removed it, so it's not a
I
disadvantage.
could.
you could if you want.
I think I might actually. I think I might. Let me. I'm gonna need to. I mean, I guess I can just wait.
It might just be
Where's my-
permanent disadvantage. so
I
it
can just
might-
remove the armor. There we go.
Oh, it's permanent disadvantage. So re-roll again, and we'll just use the first roll.
Uh,
Oh no, the connection to the server has been interrupted. What?
Oh, it
the
wasn't
same
just
thing
me.
for me.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
No, it's everyone. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
That's the message I get like 2 or 3 times per session. Just anyway.
Oh, this is the first time I'm getting this message
Yeah.
today.
I'm refreshing because that normally helps, but if it's everybody. Okay.
Yeah,
It's
it's
gone
right now.
now.
It's saying
It's
like
back. It's back for me.
All right.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Alright,
in now.
It took a bit, but it reloaded.
Okay, Osho.
Yeah.
You want to
Okay,
re-roll that?
Yeah, I'm gonna reroll. There we go.
12. 12 is indeed better than 1.
It is quite a bit better actually.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
The math says it's at least one better.
Ah, yes, of course.
At
Of
least
course.
one.
All right. So you try to move around the rocks, and as you get closer and closer, Gala, since you're looking at them, you start to notice 2 of the ghosts are Goliath women. Their features are distorted. Their faces, it's almost like their jaws have been unhinged and twisted. Their eyes are just sunken. But they do appear female. And the one floating in the center appears to be a male. While the other 2 in the rocks are clearly hugging their knees and crying. The other one is almost grabbing at his head in pain and frustration. And as you get closer, trying to sneak in, they do not seem to notice you.
Ooh.
And you all manage to reach the hole quietly.
Sneak.
You look inside, and there's an incline as this hole seems to lead deeper and deeper into the ground. Do you wish to enter the hole? They're currently not noticing you, but they might soon if you linger around.
Violet's going on in. That was the
Yeah,
whole point.
Gala will.
Yeah, measure as well.
Okay. You go into the hole, and I will say this, Sherry, you don't see shit inside. Because don't have dark vision.
I cast Dancing Lights.
Okay.
Far deep are we down? Oh yeah.
A few
just at the
few
beginning.
feet. yeah, a
Yep.
yard or so deeper. You can do that.
Well, because Violet will also know that it's like super dark, right? Realize that she's
Yeah.
using her dark vision. She'll also like kind of grab Sherry's hand if she lets her to help her
Okay.
guide along at least to start.
Did you hear me say this?
Yes, I heard you.
Okay, just making sure because I was having internet problems.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um.
I was like that's what Violet would have been doing before Jerry
Yeah.
did anything.
Basically, you walk a few feet, so you're deeper into the hole, and then cast dancing lights. And one more for the party! Yay!
Thank you.
Thank you, Kaki.
Thank you.
I'm very scared right now.
All right, so you finally enter the hole. You've entered the hole! And you start walking deeper and deeper. And you start to realize that this place is, well, first of all, deeper than you thought it would go. Second of all, it gets wider. This is not the music I wanted. It gets wider and wider the deeper you go until it becomes a proper cave that could fit two of you side by side. Well enough, I would say. You do hear running water in the distance. And then let me just put you on the map. As you enter, I do believe... Sherry, can you see anything?
No.
Okay. What's the dancing lights radius? You know what? It's...
Dim light in a 10-foot radius.
You know what? I'm just gonna give you the light because it's easier, and let's just say you expand the dancing lights around you. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna give you this kind of light. How about that?
Okay.
All right. So you just expand them around you. It's
Yep.
way easier.
I
'Cause
don't
I
have
don't-
dark vision, so I took a light cantrip.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's easier. It's easier like this than
Yes.
creating little tokens and moving them around with the
Yeah,
light.
yeah.
Okay. So as you reach, you see this cave. And off in the distance, you do see and hear some running water. And give me a moment. Ooh, Sherry and Violet. Both of you hear singing coming deeper from into the cave.
Does it sound like the singing I heard earlier?
It does not sound like the druids, so it's the other one. Yes.
No,
No, the
I-
ones
I-
from the holes.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like the druids,
Okay.
so it's the other one. It's the
The
other
singing sounds like.
It could have been
"Yeah,
some
dude,
third
that's some
singing.
good
Yeah.
shit."
Good gosh. Now you hear it for just a few moments, and then
Okay.
You don't.
Now, did anyone hear that?
I did.
I didn't.
I think we're definitely heading the right direction.
I think so.
Yeah.
All right, let's. I was going to start moving forward
okay,
carefully and quietly.
okay. You can move your tokens as you wish. You do see that this opening. This is old. You get the sense as you're looking around. You're not. Well, you're an archaeologist, Gala. So
I am an archaeologist.
you actually get the sense that this cave is quite old, but it looks like it was like not naturally made. It was made over time with some intent. It's not made by any elfoid creature. Like there's no brick or construction, but it was there was some borrowing that was done.
Something made this. This isn't a natural cave.
Suspicious.
Very.
All right. You do see that it splits off here. And you do see part of the river seems to have been underground, seeped underground into this underground branch of the river.
Gala's gonna kind of look back to the others. Are we still sneaking around, or should I put my armor? I guess the light's a bit, conspicuous.
Sorry, I can't see without
No,
it.
it's alright. I'm just
Maybe put the armor on just to be
yeah.
safe. Don't want
Gala-
to take the
Gala's
if something
armor kind of like
happens.
shunk. It's back on.
Okay, Iron
Boop,
Man.
boop, boop, boop. Yeah, Gala's gonna start by
That's
looking around this corner.
Seems to be a dead end.
Alright, then she's gonna go back. And
Actually, notice it seems to have been like the start of a construction. Like that part was being dug, but then you don't see it. They either gave up or moved to another area.
Is there
Dara-
anything down here?
no, I already checked there, Sherry.
That's where Gala went.
It's just a dead end.
Some water.
Yep. See the river.
Let's check how deep the water is. How deep's the water?
You look. I mean, you might have to swim, but it's not a strong current. It's not a long swim. It's just you might even be able to jump it if you try hard enough.
Is there anything like in the water, or is it just kind of?
You just see clear water.
Cave fish.
Okay.
Cave
Gala will
fish.
remove her armor and begin to just swim through, I guess.
Okay. You can move your token. It's not. You don't need a check to swim through this lazy current. Yeah, the path does.
And then she will put her armor back on.
Mm-hmm.
She'll actually after crossing, she's gonna look back to the others and just say, I almost forgot. Do we want me to be looking around for magical stuff?
It's not a bad idea.
Can you do that while looking for invisible stuff?
Yeah. I did it before, remember?
Yeah, that's true.
Although, if I want to conserve energy while doing it, it will take 10 minutes to like charge up. Or I could do it right now, but I think it would take more energy.
Whatever you think. I mean, I think finding invisible stuff is probably more important than just anything that might be magical, but
Sherry, Violet, and Azure. Before you move, Gala. You actually hear singing again.
I hear the singing again.
It's much closer, much closer.
maybe we should try and start sneaking again.
Gala, you
I
don't
don't
hear
know.
it, and a few seconds later, the singing stops for everyone except Sherry.
It stopped
Cherry's
again.
close.
I don't.
I can
didn't
still
hear
hear it.
anything.
Where is it coming from, Sherry?
Further
Where's
down
it
this
coming
corridor.
from? Coming from further ahead.
And also Gala.
What are they saying?
Also, one moment, Gala.
Mm-hmm.
You look here. That's dried blood.
All right. Are we sure that I don't want to be checking around for magic or?
Yeah, we should be. Yeah.
All right. Are we
Gonna
sneaking then or not?
start moving forward so they can.
Yeah, maybe
get
let's
out
be
of the
sneaky. Should
water.
we? If we, I mean, do we think we should turn off the lights and have
I guess the lights isn't really sneaky. We could just go in.
have Sherry kind of hold on to my hand or something? And
Yeah.
I mean, we're
I'll
gonna
do
need
that.
All right.
Remove sight.
Blind me.
Yes, boss.
God, does that mean that Sherry's gonna Seb's gonna have to move Seb's token, Sherry's token around? Well,
I'll move Seb's token.
Gala will remove her armor again and then continue.
Do we need to roll new stealth?
Yes, of course you do.
are we doing 10 minutes to wait, or
I don't think so.
okay?
All right.
Sherry, after
Time
a
to
few
look at the stream.
seconds, after a few seconds, you no longer hear the singing.
I don't hear the singing anymore.
That's 12. That's a 15. More stealths. Give me all your stealths.
All of the stealth.
Violet will actually. Hold on a sec. No, Violet. Never mind.
All right. Gala's gonna slowly continue.
Let me just get
Sorry.
the less stealth from Violet. There we go. 21. Damn.
Ooh.
All right.
That's a 221 stealth in a row, I think.
Pretty good.
Yeah, my previous one was
Ooh.
20 as well.
All right. Keep going.
All right. Gala's
You know, it's like almost like, when one of the things that can give away for people when you're like trying to sneak around is not just your footsteps, but stuff like your breathing or.
Yeah, you clearly don't need those things.
No.
Mario.
Gala,
Mario.
as you move, it is dark, and dark vision basically turns pure darkness into dim light. So it's still dark, but you can see a pile of what seems to be skeletons.
Guys, I think all the villagers are still alive. That's not a character. That's not a character.
I would assume so, yes.
Gala kind of looks over her shoulder. Presumably Violet can see this as well. And slowly edge forward a bit. Is it only skeletons? And they're like complete skeletons, or are they like
some complete, some in pieces, and bloody.
Is there any
blood.
Flesh?
Nope. Azure, are you moving? Or are you just staying back?
Spyro, no.
No, I am moving. Are you not seeing me move?
Oh, now you moved.
Now you move because you were like way behind.
Okay, I was moving the whole time. Okay, sorry.
Gala's just kind of creeping forward.
Okay.
Remember that
Skeletons.
Violet? Yeah. Wherever Violet is, Sherry's kind of like right next to her.
Yeah.
Do the skeletons have any clothes or anything on them? Or?
Yeah, they're scraps, but they seem to have been torn apart when they were defleshed.
Yeah. Does there seem to be anything? Well, I guess just kind of looking around.
Okay, pause. Don't move.
Sure.
Now that I want you to not move, you will not move.
Is yours going on an adventure?
Sherry, Violet, Gala.
I stopped when it said stop.
I know.
think that's right.
Sherry, Violet, Gala. I want you. Well, Sherry, Violet, Gala, and Azure. Sorry. I want you all to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy, a wisdom saving throw. Look at my big bonus to this.
Stop flaunting your
Nice.
big bonuses. Mm.
+0 rolls higher than everyone with an accurate bonus.
All right.
We have 2 hero points. But
This
we
is
have...
when all the people who can see go crazy and kill Sherry.
Is anyone using a hero point? I'm just asking.
I personally think it would be worth for Azure to use it.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. Azure has the biggest bonus, so it's most likely
Yeah.
to get a
That's
bigger
up to
number.
you.
You sure you guys don't want to save it?
I think we have 2, so I think we can maybe save the
Yeah.
other one. But I
Okay.
think it's important that someone that can see can.
I think someone who can see and also potentially heal us.
That's a 24.
There we
Okay.
go. That's much better.
Everyone else, you don't see anything aside from, the skeletons and the blood and the cave. You don't hear anything. Azure, you hear singing. And it's very loud. Various voices mingled together in this horrid choir. You turn your head towards the origin of the singing. In that moment, the moment you hear it, you feel a chill run up your spine as you realize this singing was suddenly out of nowhere, right behind you. Louder than you ever heard it. And it sounds so twisted, so pained and angry, but at the same time, delighted and ecstatic. It's unnerving. And when you look back, you see sneaking from amidst a pile of bones this pale flesh that starts to wiggle out of the bones. A humanoid face with sunken eyes, a normal mouth that seems to unhinge the jaw a little bit more than it should. It's an angry face. It has its mouth open, singing, and a long neck like a snake's body. Your eyes move to another movement that you feel as another head, such as that one, pale skin, almost seems like it doesn't fit properly, like there's too much skin. And then a third head snaking out. It's right there. You actually, Azure, in that moment, you see Gala, for example, is looking straight at it and not noticing it. As it looks towards you, Azure, noticing that you are looking at it. And it begins to attack. I want everyone to roll initiative.
What the fuck?
Hi. You found something. Let's see.
That's very fitting that Azure got the highest initiative.
True, true. Ooh. Let's see. That is. I'm gonna put this here. Does it show up on stream? It does.
Yeah, I'm scared.
You kind of should be.
I'm a little
Anyway.
spooked. I don't like its icon.
Uh huh.
It's a bit upsetting.
It is. It is, isn't it? I love it. So, the other ones do not seem to have noticed it. Azure, you see it moving, and as it moves out of the bones, you actually notice something else. Its body, the heads, the long snake-like necks, they're connected to this almost blobby, pale flesh.
That's just
It's
love it.
oh, it's nasty. It's nasty.
Yeah, yeah.
So, what is your immediate reaction as it's focusing on its attention on you right now?
Azure will wait. Reaction or
No. Immediate action. What do you do
okay.
right
Okay,
away?
so, Azure will draw the sword and cast Spirit Guardian centered on her.
Okay.
Also, Sherry, Violet, and Gala will be unaffected, and Azure as well.
Obviously, yeah. So this is 15 feet, right?
Yep.
So 15 feet would mean this. There we go. Ah, yes, Spirit Guardians.
And the spirits are all the clerics that used to be in our temple, and they are dead.
Thank you for clarifying that they are dead.
Yeah.
Yes, so you cast that spell. I believe it's affected creature speed. If you call it, when you cast a spell, you can designate a number of an affected creature's speed is halved in the area. When the creature enters the area for the first time on the turn or starts its turn there. Okay, so it would be on its turn. It starts the turn there.
Is your moving at all, or just staying put?
Nope. She's staying there.
Okay.
Yep. It is not enjoying the fact that these things are starting to appear, so it's going to roll because it starts its turn. Okay. Starts its turn there. So let's see. It's a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, 13 for DC.
That is a natural 20.
Nice. Still takes half damage.
It still takes half damage. So 5 damage.
Radiant damage.
5 radiant damage, indeed.
You mean Azure isn't evil? What?
Ha!
Hey, we're
Yes.
getting there.
Yet. Okay, but Azure, the mouths launch towards you. What is your AC currently?
This is 16.
16? Alright.
60.
60. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bullshit. Okay, so first bite is a miss. Another bite. The other 2 bites are a hit. You take, from the first bite, you take 10 points of damage. From the second bite, you take 8 points of damage.
And I need to roll concentration.
For twice, actually.
Yep.
Ooh.
Okay. Okay,
So-
cool.
No spirit guardians.
Nice third level spell.
Unless you want to, we do have one hero point.
That's up to you.
No, it's not. I don't think it's worth it.
That's a third level spell, Spyro.
Yeah, I have another slot and like I don't know. If we die, we can use 0 point to roll that same.
Alright.
All right. So suddenly,
Can we see the spirit guardians pop up and then pop back out? Or is that like invisible to us?
have I gotten there yet? No, I have not.
Okay.
Sherry,
Okay.
both you, Violet and Gala. In that
I'm gonna
moment,
be right there.
you saw Azure turn around, draw her sword. Well, actually, she should have cast the spell and then draw her sword. Because there's some meta components. But you saw her draw her sword and suddenly cast her spell as the spirit guardians surround her for a moment. And then you look at her and she has these gashes, one on her neck, one on her arm.
Sure.
Is everything okay? Should I turn my light back on?
Well,
Do it.
Spyro said he'll be right back, but
Wait, can you sure? Can you sure respond?
if it's real quick, yeah.
Yeah. Kill it. It's
Okay.
right in front of me. Kill it.
Okay. Sherry will cast Dancing Lights, which is an action.
Okay. So Sherry casts Dancing Lights. Once again, bright light. There we go. Hey! Y'all still can't see it. Sherry, there's light.
I don't see anything. Well, I see things. I can see now. It's no longer dark, but it's attacking you.
Violet, it is your turn.
Can Violet oh god. Can Violet look to basically could she just kind of search the area and she's gonna run over towards Azure.
Okay.
Well, actually, not over towards Azure. She's actually gonna she's gonna separate now that the light's there. She wants to spread out from where people are. Should we go like right there? And can she just like actively look to see if she can find anything like amongst the bones or like Azure said it was like right in front of her, so
Yeah, you don't see anything.
Azure's gonna stare at Violet, really alarmed.
was Azure look? Azure said it was right. Okay.
What do you do, Violet?
Violet is, even though she can't see it, she's just gonna pray for the best, and she is going to cast Vicious Mockery right in front of where Azure is, so like just like immediately in front of her.
Okay, she doesn't know that anything is there.
But Azure said something was there in front of her, so she's
Yeah.
not looking. She's just.
But I'm gonna say if you don't know what you're targeting, I don't think you can target, so the spell would fail.
Well, look at what. I don't know. Can that not work based on the
Vicious Mockery.
description, Rand?
You unleash a string of insults linked to subtle enchantments at a creature you can see within range.
Well, Rand, can you see what I sent on the thing?
Oh. What's this bullshit? Okay, I got confused. Yeah. Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Of course, you can't see anything.
All
you're
right.
shooting away.
And
So Violet, you see Violet begins to do the same movement for that she usually does, and suddenly these bolts of energy fire out of her, hitting the stone and nothing else. This is. She said she said she was casting vicious mockery. She
But Violet
did
didn't say anything. She was just doing motions.
she did the motions for vicious mockery or whatever, and these bolts of energy just shot from her, but nothing hit. Gala, it's your turn.
There's nothing. I don't see anything there, and I should be able to see invisible things. Gala's gonna use an action to fold her armor back over herself,
Okay.
and then use a bonus action to activate her defensive field and gain some temporary hits.
All right. She does that.
And she's then going to. I think she's just gonna. She's gonna back away to. She's gonna move. If I move 5, 10, I can move over the corpses, right? Is it difficult terrain?
Yeah. They're difficult terrain, but you can.
Okay. She's gonna move then. She's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. She's gonna move kind of behind the strange creature.
You'd actually have to move here because of difficult terrain. You have to stop at one of the corpses. Or you can go slightly around and do.
Oh, yeah. I'll go there then.
Okay.
That's fine as well. And that's my turn, I guess.
Okay. Azure, I know you can't roll. I'm gonna roll for you.
I can. Sorry.
You can? Okay. Roll me a wisdom saving throw. And there we go.
It is lagging a bit. Okay.
Okay. Azure. In that moment, you completely forget that anything is there. You don't see anything, and you don't remember how you even got those wounds. You don't remember anything. Why is everyone moving around, kind of confused? Why do you have your sword in your hand? You don't remember anything.
She's gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Okay. Go ahead. At what
Selecting below.
At
At second. Yeah.
second level? Okay.
So 10 HP.
10 HP. All right. Cool.
What? What's going on?
Azure, you said you were being attacked by something to kill it right in front of you.
All
You
right.
did say that.
Give me a moment. It's going to.
Wait, what's going to? There's nothing there, right?
Yeah, there's nothing there. Of course, exactly. Sherry. Hi, Sherry.
Hi.
So, ooh, that is a natural 20.
Goodbye, Sherry.
There's a hit. And that is a hit. So, Sherry, suddenly you feel pain coming from lots of directions. So the first bite got down. Oh wait, aren't we using that new rule for the natural 20? We are, right?
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Yeah, so the first die is always max damage, and the second die is the one we roll. So
Oh,
I'm gonna say it's this one, so it's not as bad for you. Um, so 16 damage from the first hit,
Ow!
11 damage from the
Yeah.
second hit,
Holy
Something's attacking me.
and 13 damage from the from the third hit. Sherry is down. She's like, "Ow!"
Ah!
Ah, 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 ah. All right, Sherry, roll a death saving throw. Okay, that is a death saving throw. And well, you're unconscious. Doesn't really matter. Violet.
-2. Wait, hold on. -2 for death save?
What?
Yeah. Oh, I still have the wound set up. Oops.
Oh, she still has the
I
wounds. Yeah, yeah.
was
Still
like,
has wounds
wait
from
on
last
a
time.
second.
So it's a 16. It's fine. It's still fine. Violet, roll a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. And oh, hold on a second. Earlier, Sherry rolled the 16 and it failed. Didn't get to see anything. Do I use another hero point to see if I can see this thing, guys?
Oh, use a bardic inspiration.
Yes, use
You
your
know, you-
bardic inspiration. Go on.
Inspiration's for like
Do
other
you-
people.
Do you need to
Use
see
it.
Oh,
it,
right,
do you
yes,
think?
yes.
You have to be a
Because-
specific kind of bard to use inspiration on yourself.
Oh, of course. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, that's like lore bar, I think, or something like that.
Are you using hero point or not?
I think I need to because I think we need to see this thing.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Gonna use it and take the better roll. Wait, hold on a second. Where'd it go? Oh, there we go.
ooh, Violet. All right, Violet. Let me just. You
Yeah.
suddenly remember the description I gave before.
Yeah.
Now you see this thing. All three heads gnawing on Sherry. Actually, not all three heads. One head gnawing on Sherry, the other two singing.
Cool.
Oh god, I see it. It's like this three-headed spectral thing.
What do you do? It's your turn.
Get away from my friend.
Oh, it's
Violet.
very fleshy. It's not spectral.
Oh, flashy thingy. Violet is oh god. Violet's going to cast a spell on it that I'm going to share to Ran.
Eventually, we're gonna end this. You know that.
No, it's fine though. It's fine.
It's fine.
Um,
Okay, yeah. All right. So you do that.
And let's try. No, I'm gonna say it. Let's try vicious mockery again.
Uh huh.
Oh shit! I have the best spell for this, guys. I'm still down.
Okay. So, again, the energy vaults that are clearly vicious mockery. Shoot. One of them misses the creature. The other one hits. I want to say this doesn't seem all that bothered. It
I
takes.
would like to say that because you could see it, you actually could have used Vicious Mockery on it.
Yes, you could.
Yeah, I thought that is true.
That is true. Gal, it's your turn.
Okay. Can I still not see it?
Oh, roll a wisdom saving throw. Y'all are gonna be rolling wisdom saving throws at the start of your turns.
All right. I don't think I can see it.
You have no. Not only. Here's the thing, Gala. Not only do you don't think you can see it, you actually forgot everything that Violet just said. You're just looking around. Violet is like casting spells at something, Sherry is on the ground. Azure is just standing there.
What's going on?
Can't you see it? The thing, it attacked, it knocked out Sherry. It's eating her.
Where?
And then it's gonna eat me.
Oh
I don't see
god!
Oh
anything.
my
Where is it?
god.
There's a fly
My
on you
life.
and everything.
Um, okay, Gala's just like, I mean, if you say so, maybe this will help us see it. And she's gonna, she kind of like, she points one hand towards the creature, and like the gauntlet out from like the top of it, this the metal kind of like folds away, and this this like barrel kind of rises out, and there's this kind of purplish sparkly liquid that begins to charge up in like this. You can see these clear tubes poking out the sides of it before she blasts this, it kind of immediately explodes into this like powdery, glittery substance which blasts over in whatever direction Violet was pointing as she is casting fairy fire vaguely in wherever Violet is
So
suggesting.
Sherry
the
is going to
monster
be affected. So Sherry is now glowing. But what's the DC?
The DC is the DC is 14.
The DC is 14. Okay. You don't see anything. And Violet, you don't see it glow. It basically it turned around and there was almost this sonic boom that didn't allow the spray to hit it.
There's nothing there.
Sure, it's your turn.
It seems that what we need.
Wisdom
It's
saving throw, please, first.
Can I also just note,
Yeah.
knowing that, or seeming that it didn't hit, if Violet corroborates that, then Gala will drop the concentration on the spell voluntarily, as she knows what it does and doesn't want it affecting Sherry.
Okay. Azure.
I'm gonna cast Beacon of Hope.
No, Azure.
Yeah.
Who's Sherry?
Okay. Who's Sherry? I don't know. I cast Beacon of Hope.
You only see
Anyway.
Gala and Violet, your friends.
Wait, I don't see Sherry lying down.
Who's Sherry?
So there's no one lying down next to. Okay. Okay, so my plan isn't as good as it could have been. Still, I cast Beacon of Hope, and because Sherry is not anyone, it only affects Gala and Violet because it's the creature that I choose.
Yep.
Let's see. Choose an emote to unlock.
Wait. No. It hasn't been its turn yet. So you still remember Sherry. You still see Sherry because it hasn't been its turn yet.
Okay, so
There we go.
Sherry, I gave you hope.
Haha.
Don't spend it all in one place. It's a family gadget, whatever. Yeah, so everyone has advantage on wisdom saving throws. And yeah.
And you
Oh,
know
by the
what?
way, we don't have hero points.
Within
So we
30 feet, though.
Yeah. Within 30 feet.
Oh, 30 feet.
Everyone is within
Yeah.
30 feet.
Yeah, we're pretty close at the moment.
Yeah, 1 minute. Let me-
Concentration.
Let me just do this real quick. 30 feet. Just so we have an idea of how big 30 feet is. All right. So there's that. It's turn. Bite. Hit. What's your AC? Gala, sorry.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize it was going. I was tied out.
Yeah, yeah, Gala.
My AC is 20.
20. Okay, and I'm gonna use a villain point for this one.
No.
Cool, 2 hits. Ba-ba-bow. Ooh, take 5 damage from the first one.
Okay. It's
Oh shit!
the first hit kind of like glances off Gala's kind of buzzing shield as
Oh
it
yeah, yeah,
runs
yeah,
through
yeah.
her temporary hit points.
And 13 damage from the second one,
Cool.
as this one actually gashes into you, but you have no idea what's going on. Jerry,
Huh?
death saving throw.
With advantage.
Yes.
All right. I hit the advantage toggle. Let's see if this actually works. Okay, no, I do have to roll it twice.
Yeah. It's okay. So that's 2. That's 2. It's getting closer.
Yep.
Violet, roll a wisdom saving throw. Why are you rolling in a whisper?
That's what the whole, isn't it? For a duration, each target has advantage on wisdom saving throws.
I was asking why you were rolling as a whisper.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, it is.
That was
It's
a mistake.
advantage.
It should be public.
Yeah.
I have a toggle.
That was a 20 that Violet rolled. Okay, Violet, you see it attacking Gala. It's still singing. 2 of the heads are still singing. Whenever one of the heads bites, the other 2 continue to sing.
Okay. Do I still see? Do I know? Do I still see and remember Sherry?
Oh yeah, yeah, totally. You see and remember everything.
Okay. Violet wasn't sure why Azure didn't heal. Well, Azure did something else, but not healing Sherry, which is usually her MO.
But Azure did create this beacon
Yeah,
of light
I know,
around
but
her. So
I'm just explaining Violet's perspective. Azure didn't do this healing of Sherry when she was down. There's also this weird memory stuff going at play where people aren't seeing or noticing it. Violet's gonna run over to Sherry and use her healing potion and just down
Okay.
Sherry.
So that's
And-
2d4 plus 4 plus 2.
Well,
No, it's not, because
regains the
healing is
maximum
maxed.
number of hit points possible from any healing
This
for
is
the spell, right?
This is completely true. So this is 10 HP.
Yay! I'm no longer dying.
You are currently in the process of waking up, Sherry.
1 wound, -1 to death saves.
Yes, 1 wound. -2 to death saves.
Oh, that's right.
Yes. Violet, do you do anything else?
I'm double checking. I don't think I have. Yeah, I don't have anything else I can really use.
Okay.
So Violet will move back. So I was like right there. I'll just kind of move back and try and keep separated.
Okay. Gala, wisdom saving throw, please.
With advantage.
Well, you are within the beacon of hope, yeah. Unfortunately, you still don't remember or see anything.
With a 17, oh my god.
Yeah.
Also, hold on, just to clarify, for the Beacon of Hope, is it the 30 feet just from, like, is that if we're in that radius, or is it when Azure casts
No,
the
when
spell?
it's cast. When it's cast.
Mm.
Oh, so even if you leave
Yeah,
the
it's-
radius, it's still working?
Yeah.
It looks like it's just a range
you-
of
you
30
just-
feet.
yeah, you
it's
just
just not a
target
radius at
people
all.
who are within 30 feet. And
So
then from then
basically everyone is targeted. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Anyway,
That's cool.
Gala's just like, ow, what's happening? Is it, where are we?
It's attacking you now.
Oh, okay.
Gala, you don't remember how you got these wounds. You got them. but don't remember how you got these wounds. And it's progressively getting weirder because here's the thing, Gala.
Hmm.
Violet is saying it's there. You're getting more and more confused because you don't even know what she's talking about. What's there? What is she talking about? What's going on? Your head is starting to hurt. It's starting to get more and more confusing. You don't know what's going on. There's the singing that, well, you don't even remember the singing, but yeah, it's
All
very
Gala
confusing.
knows is that Violet said she's been attacked and she's gotten hurt, and she's very confused. So she's gonna
But
be
you're
like,
being attacked. God, she said. God,
that's
she said
well,
you're
as in,
being.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Gala, as in Gala.
Anyway, yeah. So Gala's just gonna be like, okay, and she kind of sorry, I'm just not my mic. She takes her big gauntlets and she kind of holds them out in like a kind of she's T-posing,
Uh-huh.
and like out from these little kind of these small openings appear just under her wrists, and these two kind of little metal kind of spheres kind of roll out and kind of plonk onto the ground either side of her. And once they hit the ground, there's like this. Sorry, my voice has gone to shit for some reason.
Maybe too much talking for prolonged periods of time. That happens.
Possibly, yes.
I know from experience.
Yeah, these two metal balls kind of plonk out either side of her, and there's this puff of smoke as suddenly this kind of like flickering images of Gala kind of from these spheres. Actually, if anyone is paying particular attention, mainly Gala, most other people won't notice this. There's this kind of hissing sound as these like inflatables just inflate, and this kind of sparkling dust over them as this illusion of two duplicates of Gala appear as she casts mirror image.
Okay.
So,
Mirror image. Also,
Mhm.
work has given you a hero point.
thank you.
Thank you, work.
Yeah, that's her action. As a bonus action, she's then going to reactivate buzzing defense of her shield to give herself 5 more temporary hit points. And
All right.
Zach,
Azure. Roll a wisdom saving throw.
With advantage?
Listen, you don't need to ask because it's always going to be with advantage as long
No,
as you have the
I'm not
spell.
asking. I'm stating it.
Oh, Azure. Holy shit! There's a flash creature attacking Gala, and it's creepy. And you've never seen this thing before, but it's nasty and it's attacking Gala.
Can Azure attack it from here?
Sure. You climb on top
Okay,
of some
so-
bones, but yeah.
Okay, so she will hit it with a sword. Or not. Maybe not.
Oh no, definitely not. So that
Well,
is
then
a
as a
6.
bonus action. Yeah, as a bonus action, she'll just equip her shield.
Okay. So, she just what? Sorry.
She will equip her shield.
That is an action to equip, but she already has her shield on her arm, so.
She didn't, but it's a bonus action because it's mithril.
Oh yeah. I thought she already had the shield. Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, she still remembers the creature. And Azure, you hear filthy hell. Turns around and starts attacking you. What's your AC? Azure?
With the shield, it's 18.
18? Yeah. I'm gonna use a hero point because I just rolled a natural 1. A villain point because I just rolled a natural 1. Natural 20. Okay, it turned
No.
a 1 into a 20. Cool.
See,
That
this
is-
is what happens when you give him villain points.
Please, please.
Oh my god, another natural 20.
Are
Oh,
you serious?
I'm
Oh.
serious.
oh.
Okay, well,
Alright.
actually,
Okay.
well,
It was
first,
nice knowing you.
well, actually, first it hits, presumably, right?
It's a natural 20, yeah.
Okay. Violet is using her reaction.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, because bards
Well,
can use.
let's-
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, no, let's call this guidance.
Okay. So deal yeah, okay. Okay. But let me just
And
finish,
that's right after the
finish-
first hit.
Let me just finish what I'm doing real quick. Okay, the third one is also a hit. Alright, so it bites into Azure, the amulet suddenly bursts out, dealing some damage. Alright.
And pushes away
Okay, and
10 feet from the from the amulet's wearer.
cool. It's gonna crush Gala if that's a thing.
I mean, it's what happens. It pushes it 10 feet away.
Okay, it's on top of Gala now. And I don't give a shit. It just moves back. Whatever. Let's make make things easier. Goes for the critical hit.
Wait. So, how much damage did you take, or none?
Okay,
From this
I'm
attack.
gonna roll the damage.
Okay, okay.
So first damage. Oh my god, that is not good. 22 points of damage from the first
Cool.
crit.
Cool. From the first crit. Yeah,
Yes.
that's a sentence. Let me roll concentration. You know, because I'm gonna survive the next turn.
Oh,
Oh,
my
nice. I
god,
get to
you
keep-
maintain
I-
concentration.
Yeah, yeah.
So another hit too, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
this is the second crit.
Mm.
19 points of damage.
Oh, I'm at 1 HP. Oh wait, no, it's 0.
Yes, it's 0 HP.
Can I roll
And
concentration?
And now the concentration drops.
the concentration now drops, yeah. So, well, it's going to use the last one. It's going to hit Gala instead. Gala, this was not a crit.
Mm-hmm.
Take 8 points of damage.
Or do I? Because I have my mirror images, so I'm going to
Oh, right.
roll a d20. I can just do it in what I'm doing.
Sure.
Roll 1d20. Okay, so I needed to roll higher than 6 because I
Well,
have 3.
That's
So it
one.
hits a duplicate instead.
One duplicate
destroys it.
destroyed. One of the
Mhm.
balls got smashed. All right. So that's your turn, Sherry. As you're starting to wake up, roll a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
No advantage.
No advantage.
Let me toggle off advantage. I forgot to reset myself because. Yeah, there we go.
So unfortunately, I have no fucking idea what happened. How did you get hurt? What happened? Your head hurts. Your body hurts. But your head
And I
hurts
can't
on
see
the
anything.
inside. And you
And I
can't see
can't-
anything. Yeah, you can't see
Dancing
anything.
lights, concentration.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna stand up and cast dancing lights again.
Okay.
What happened? What knocked me out?
If the thing is attacking us, Azure's down.
What
Sure,
thing?
sure.
Oh no, I'm not sure.
Azure's down.
I don't know if I can do anything to help. Oh no, what? Should we grab her and run?
Well,
I mean, there's nothing there though.
I know, but I don't know what's
We gotta
happening.
get here.
what'd you say, Violet?
We gotta get out of here.
All right.
Okay. Bonus action. No, we got to get out of here. Bonus action dash.
Are you just gonna run? Okay, move.
Yeah.
All right, go. All right.
And
While you do that, Violet, what do you do?
Violet is
Actually,
going.
Violet, roll a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
As the singing is still going.
Sorry, I'm trying to find it. Okay, just normal.
You lucky motherfucker. Yeah, you still remember, you still hear the singing, but you still remember everything. And you still see.
Okay.
Your mind
Grabbing
is
is-
strong today.
Grabbing Azure would just be a. Trying to drag her to be an action, right?
It's an action, yeah.
Okay.
On the plus side,
Um,
she doesn't get a text opportunity because she is not moving willingly.
Yeah, okay. But first of all, for my bonus action, let's see. We're gonna do. Hold on, I'm trying to think. Trying to find what it is. Let's call that.
Oh,
Let's call it Tales from Beyond. Sure.
sure.
So using her bonus action, she's gonna do that.
Okay, so Gala, what you see is Violet begin to have her skin changes, almost like it's beginning to deteriorate. Half her face is kind of almost skeletal, while the other half isn't. And she has almost like this cloak of darkness around her. As he does what?
Violet is going to move over here, 10 feet, and then grab Azure and start pulling her so that another, as much as she can.
Well, it's half movement while you're
Okay, so-
holding someone, so...
Okay, so that was 10, so that'd be. Yeah, the
Sure,
other
let's go
10
with
down.
that. Alright. Gala. Wisdom saving throw, please.
Alrighty.
The singing is still ringing in your head, and... What the fuck is going on,
Hero
though?
point. Hero point.
There's
Okay,
a hero
I'll-
point if you want to use.
You gotta try.
Alright, hero point time. I don't think it would change what I want to do though, but if you guys want me to.
Well, I mean, whatever you think. If you were just gonna run, then I guess.
Everyone's running, so Gala's running with them, obviously.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'm going to hero point.
Okay.
Gala's going to. She's just like, oh, we're leaving, okay? And she's going to run up to. Can she? Can she like? Gala wants to run here. Is that possible? What happens when she tries to get there?
She bumps
'Cause she
into
wants to-
something, and she unconsciously starts going around it.
Okay, she can't.
So she'd start going like this.
Okay. So she probably doesn't need to go that far. She's only going to get to there, so she can
Okay.
get to Azure, and she's going to, seeing that Azure is in fact unconscious, she's going to be like, "Here, Azure," and she's going to. She places a hand against Azure, and this kind of green healing goo starts to secrete from it. She casts
Roll
Cure
that healing.
Wounds.
Roll that healing.
1d8 plus 6. Okay. Azure heals for 14.
Okay, sure. You heal for 14. It's actually your turn now.
Oh, I'm not finished with my movement.
Okay.
I was. Where was I? Here?
Okay, that was
can-
20
I
feet
can-
that you moved.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to move 10 feet in the direction that Sherry went, so...
Okay, you do take an attack opportunity though. That's a hit.
I'm...
I know. Roll the
Oh, I was going
mirror
to say I
image.
would have also bonus action just to get... Oh no, I already have temporary points because it didn't hit me, did it? Yeah, I'll roll the thing. Which is, here. That is a fail. So it hits me.
It hits
If
you.
it-
Yes. So that is a hit in terms of how much to hit. So you
Mhm.
do take 13 points of damage
Okay.
from a source you have no fucking clue. All right. So Azure, roll me a wisdom.
Wisdom or wisdom saving throw?
Sorry, wisdom saving throw. That is.
Okay.
You are correct.
Okay.
22, motherfucker. That is exactly what you needed. Okay.
You needed a 22?
In this moment, yes. Azure, you wake up and you see the creature, and it's fucking roaring, and everyone's starting to run away. Do you also run away? Well, it's two heads are singing.
Isn't he being carried by Violet?
Well, you can
Just dragged. You're being dragged.
You can
Yeah.
you can get up and go. Yeah.
Yeah. So she's gonna take a last look at the creature and then bolt.
Okay. So, let's cut to the chase. You're all trying to run away, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cut to the chase. Oh, hunt.
Here's what's going to happen. As you're all running, I want you all to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Everyone. Yeah.
Azure maybe wants to use that hero point.
Yeah, do you want to use the hero
And if
point
anyone
for-
else wants to give a hero point for
I
Gala,
literally
maybe-
can't roll higher.
I don't know,
Yeah,
guys.
no, for Gala.
Are you sure we'll
I
do
think
the
we should
hero
save
point?
it.
No, don't just stop it.
We're
Spider.
gonna
We're
end-
already
we're
at,
gonna
we're
end
already
the
like
stream.
almost half hour after session time.
Yeah, so we're about to end anyway. Okay. Azure, Sherry, and...
Wait. Work gave him a hero point. Yes, thank you, Work.
Yeah.
Okay, who
Let's
else
see
wants
a
to...
reroll.
Who else wants to do a reroll?
Or me.
Everyone else is 20 or better.
The only one of us. Oh.
Oh.
Sorry. Goodbye,
Okay.
everyone.
Cool. You don't know why you're running. You're all running. You're all trying to flee. You don't fucking know why. Except for Azure. Azure, you are literally the only one that sees the creature as it is singing. You hear the singing. Everyone is just focused on running, and you keep trying to push everyone to continue to run. The creature does not give chase. It continues to sing and sing. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
What the fuck, massive?
I have a question.
That's fun. Yes.
Like, does it look like the head could fit through the holes that we saw?
Oh no, the heads are big. Too big for the
Oh, okay. Because I thought we were dealing with some sort of Diglett situation.
Were the heads familiar at all?
I have a question as well.
Oh no, they had
Um,
no appearance of someone you met. Yes.
I have a question as well.
Ask a question while I search for someone to rate. Yes, go on.
Mhm. When are we gonna like find whatever's been killing everyone? Because like it's been so many sessions now.
I
we've just spent
know,
enough time.
right?
Like what?
Yeah,
we
we finally found a good lead, and then we just
Yeah,
decided to
but there's just-
run.
there's
I
just- we just
mean,
ran
it's
from the
not
cave for
my
no reason.
it's not my fucking fault that you guys can't find it, right? You guys haven't searched in the right places.
Obviously.
God damn it.
Mysteries are incredibly hard to run.
Yes.
Azure is so mad that that girl, that woman wouldn't let us walk her dog, that she's just not going to say anything, and they're all going to die. Thank you, lady. Should have lended us your dog. Now you're dead. Your dog's dead. Good luck.
Wow. Tell us how
No.
you really feel.
You're
God
so-
damn. Let's see who are
It's going to
these
be
people?
fun.
Another more VTubers playing D&D like we.
More VTubers playing D&D.
Well, this is their second episode. Let's go with that because that's good to
Nice.
keep up. So I don't know these people as per usual, but they seem to be nice. So let's give them some love. Let's give them a little bit of a raid.
There are a lot more people playing D&D, and they're also VTubing. That's cool. That's
cool.
nice.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Also, let's not forget about them, like you all tend to do. But
Forget about who?
Of course. I hope you enjoyed the session today.
It was
What
traumatizing.
session? Guys, I'm ready to start. Have you started the stream yet?
You're late. You're a little bit late.
Ah, damn it! Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Sorry, but that was fun. I had a ton of fun. I want to see how you guys handle all of this, but currently you're trying to run away from something. We'll see how you handle that. Yeah. That's all. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you to my players. Also, real quick, we're gonna have a one shot Saturday with the Finders Keepers. It's a group I DM'd earlier, and then we're gonna have Amara Angels, which will be the last episode before we go on a hiatus for Amara Angels. No, sorry, Queens, Amara Queens. But
Not
yeah,
to say
We're
we're
the
going on
Amara Angels.
hiatus.
yeah. But
You should have TPK'd us here if we're going to do that first.
Yeah.
bye, guys. Bye, everyone. Bye.
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 Bye, everyone.